What's going on, everyone? Welcome into another Forward Progress live watch along. It's Thursday Night Football, Seahawks and the 49ers, presented by Fanduel. I'm Rob Pizzola with you for the duration of this evening. Jam-packed lineup tonight. G-Stack, George returns. Sam Panovich, second quarter. We got Jeff Feinberg, Hitman, in the second half, but we only got about 12 minutes to kick off here. Let's get right into it with the bets. I don't have a strong opinion on the side or total. Especially now that the market's out to 3.5. We've seen a little bit of San Francisco money push this out. We've also seen a lot of money on the over this week. I agree with where the market has headed. You got some key injuries on both sides, especially on the defensive side of the ball. You look at the 49ers defense, no Trevarius Ward tonight. Cornerback situation is dire for them. Jordan Elliott on the defensive line is out. Javon Hargrave on IR. All these things have impacted the 49ers. They will impact them again tonight. Reek Woolen out for the Seahawks is a big one at corner. You're dealing with that. And Uchenna Nwosu, who came back last week, he ends up on IR. All that priced into the market already, in my opinion. I'm going to look into the prop market now. I don't love this game. And part of the reason why is I was actually chatting with Hitman before the game today. He'll be on in the fourth quarter. And he kind of scared me off of some stuff tonight, which I'd like to blame him for later on if it ends up winning. But he had talked about how the 49ers had talked this week about the potential of having 4 tight ends active for this game. They don't have 4 tight ends active for this game. It's only 3 because Braden Willis is out tonight for them. However, they do have 3 tight ends active. And Hitman's point was, in the past, whenever they had talked about this, they went very run heavy. And that makes a lot of sense to me. 4 different tight ends. They could line up even in some 4 tight end sets, and they could bully this defensive front of the Seattle Seahawks. So it kind of scared me off of some Brock Purdy stuff that I was looking at, maybe some Jawan Jennings stuff, and I pivoted a little bit. And I'm going to start on one thing that I pivoted to that just makes logical sense to me. It's purely on gut here on the 49ers side of things. But I'm going to go into the rushing side here, Jason, really quickly. And Deebo Samuel in big games has gotten some run out of the backfield for the 49ers. And with the proclivity to run the ball in this game, I'm not so interested in just playing Deebo over on his rushing yards. I'd rather take some shots and, fingers crossed that he's involved in the rushing game plan. Jack Fletcher, you got it, my friend. What we're going to do is go 0.2 units on Deebo over 25 or 25 plus, and we're going to go 0.1 on Deebo 40 plus. So we're doing like a little bit of a ladder where we decrease the unit size as we get bigger, but we're going to go for some alternate rushing yards for Deebo Samuel in this game. That's one that I really like, just with the potential of upside, fat tail outcome, as we call it many times. On the Seahawks side of things, I like Tyler Lockett under on his receptions, not receiving yards, receptions. I think JSN is a target machine now, as is DK. The lost man is Tyler Lockett. Now, I should point out, FanDuel is the only 4.5 in market. So if you're willing to pay a little bit of extra vig to get that extra reception, play it at FanDuel. Take the under 4.5 minus 168. If not, you can shop elsewhere. You can get under 3.5 at plus money. If you wanted to divide your bets amongst 2 different books, I wouldn't hate that either. But I'm playing this for a half unit under Tyler Lockett at 4.5. I'm going with that. Other stuff I looked at and I didn't fire on was Jawan Jennings over on receiving yards in the 30.5 range. Didn't end up playing it. If you want to do like the classic over, under type of inverse correlated parlay thing that Jason loves to do every now and then, I like it with George Kittle over receptions, but under yards. I could see him getting a lot of short targets in this game just to make things a little bit easier in the road environment. That's one that might be worthwhile. But I want to build out an SGP around, a few gut feel. Like, I think the 49ers are going to win this game. I could easily be wrong. The defensive injuries could catch up to them. But I think that they've gotten pretty unlucky recently in closing out games. and that makes them look a lot worse than they are. So I do want to play an SGP for this game that's centered around the 49ers spread. I don't even know that we need to go alternate spread, but let's start with 49ers -3.5, excuse me. Actually, you know what? Let's sell a few points, just a few. Let's go to 5.5 just to get a slightly better price. And I want to take a look at Geno Smith over on rushing yards. Seattle's a team that plays well from behind, but Geno will get more involved in the rushing game. Is it a possibility, Jason, to play an alt over in here? I'm not sure if we actually have any alts on Geno. There we go. Let's go even higher. Let's go 40 plus. This is going to be it. It's a two-banger. San Fran -5.5. Geno on his birthday, 40 plus. It doesn't change the price at all.
I'm quickly just adding it in because you need 3 legs for the boost.
Oh,
that's how you get the third leg.
You know what? Very smart.
If there's one thing I know about, it's 3 legs. The third leg is key.
Wow. That's what we're doing tonight. You can use the boost on it. You can bumps it up to 30-1. It is Geno's birthday, Bung. It is Geno's birthday. So this is it. Lock it in. 49ers, alternate spread -5.5. Geno 40 plus rushing yards. I'll give credit to Judah, by the way, who was mentioning that earlier this week. I don't know if we discussed it on air or off air, but he certainly brought it up. That's the way I'm going with it. We'll look for some in-game SGP stuff as well as we go on here. I do want to remind you, though, football is in full swing. There's no better place to get in on the NFL action than Fanduel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers can kick off the season with $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Place a $5 bet, and you'll get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. You can use your bets on spreads, props, live bets, including the to catch a pass market, which we see live over the course of the stream, over-unders, so much more. I love betting on FanDuel. Seriously, it's really easy to navigate. Tons of options. They'll take a decent-sized bet. They're fair with their customers. Good customer service. It's a great sportsbook. A+ all around. Visit FanDuel.com/forwardprogress. Download America's #1 sportsbook. That's FanDuel.com/forwardprogress. Must be 21 plus and present in select states. For Kansas, in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in DC. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG. Call 888-787-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut. Visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts, 1-877-8-HOPE-NY, or text HOPE-NY in New York. We take the responsible gaming stuff very seriously. Quickly, first touchdown scores or touchdown scores. Going to throw some absolute darts here. Seriously, I know FanDuel is our sponsor. Bet these at FanDuel, especially one I'm going to give out, which is a great price. With 3 tight ends active for the 49ers, we might get some 3 tight end sets down near the goal line. Maybe some stuff you ordinarily wouldn't see. Eric Sobert is one that I'm targeting, 14-1. That's not the best price in market, but it's one of the best. Jake Tungus, he might not even see the field tonight, people. He's 28-1 right now. He might not even get a touch. I don't care. I think it's worth it for anytime TD. Honestly, sprinkle first-time TD as well. I'm going back to my guy, Pharaoh Brown for Seattle, who was on the field a lot last week, had some looks in the red zone, was on the field. These are long shots. Don't expect them to hit. But I do think that there's value in all 3 of these. I don't like going top of the board. I don't want to pay -165 on Jordan Mason. I don't want to pay -110 on Kenneth Walker. There's a lot of variance, or not variance, VIG built into this market. We go long shots, play them small. Literally, if you're a $100 better, play them for $5. Play them small, but I like that. Also, Jason, you hear that? You hear that sound right now? I hear something. Is it just me?
Breaking news. Breaking news.
One more? One more?
Breaking news.
breaking news, people. Earlier today, our boy, Bung Magoo, gave me his Thursday pick of the game. Deebo Samuel over 54.5 minus 115. Bung can do no wrong. He is the glue that holds the Thursday Night Football watch along together. We have to tail Bung. I'm in on it. Deebo, listen, I hope he gets rushing yards. I hope he gets receiving yards for Bung as well. Deebo over 54.5. The Bung Magoo special. Let's go, Bung. Let's get it done. A lot of pressure after he predicted that punt on Monday Night Football for the Saints, which Jason stole, by the way. What happened?
I bet Deebo Samuel under 59.5 earlier in the week.
That sounds like a nice middle there.
All right. Sounds good. I'm in. Lock it in.
Sounds like a good middle there. All right. Now, on a little bit of a serious note here. This is really important to me. And I'm not joking. This is actually going to be quite serious. For those of you who watch the live watch-alongs and you watch my content as well. Last year, one of the nails who's in the chat pretty regularly here, his real name is Joseph Zachman. He reached out to me. He said, Rob, if you can do something, my kid is going through something right now, suffering from brain cancer. And I posted the donation link in the chat, and a lot of people graciously donated to the cause. The link is again in the description below. And Joe's kid's not doing very well. He has a 9-year-old daughter battling severe brain cancer. There's no definitive cure right now. She stopped growing. She's slowly losing cognitive and physical function. Still smiling and fighting through it, but we need to raise awareness and funds to make sure no families have to go through this in the future. The vast majority of cancer donations go towards adult cancer research. Most of them don't go to children's. And Joseph is participating in the race for every child. If you can afford to, please donate. I did so earlier today. It's a great cause, and he's one of us. So no donations here tonight to the Forward Progress Group. Send them to Joe. Link is pinned, and it would mean a lot to me. Obviously, do what you can, but a lot of us are bettors out there who have the ability to send a few dollars here or there to help someone else out. So if you can, it'd be great if we can support Joe in that cause. So thinking of you, Joe. Hopefully everything goes well, and I'll gladly do everything I can on my end to help you through that. Okay. Always tough to come back from that, but I did want to share it with everyone because I do have the audience to be able to do that. So appreciate all of you out there who can do something. Game is about to start. I can't see who that is. That's going to be banging the drum. Oh, Trufant. What a throwback. And speaking of throwbacks, the man, the myth, the legend.
Rob, what's happening?
You tell me, G-Stack, what's happening, man? The Greek national team today, 2-1 win in Nations League over England. Greece is back, baby.
I know how they're going to celebrate tonight.
Of course. If they were in Toronto, they would be celebrating in a big way.
Yes. What's going on?
I'm just enjoying, my man. I'm going to do the quick count in here as I see the play clock. First time it comes up on screen so that we can try to sync and people know whether I'm behind or ahead. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. That should be good. How are we doing? How are we, George? We synced up or?
Yeah, I'm 1 second ahead, but we're good to go.
That's good. That's good. As we get a Kenny Walker rush. So what have you been up to lately, man? The people want to know. They've been asking all sorts of questions. When's George coming back? What's going on?
I'm still sorting through some stuff, watching from the distance. I am enjoying the Monday show. I'm enjoying Wednesday's show. Judah's been a really good addition to the Forward Progress team.
Yeah. Do you have any bets for this game tonight?
Nothing on this game. How about yourself?
Some small stuff on side and total, San Fran and over, but it's not even like
It felt like the market was like very quick to put this game in place where a fair line is.
Yeah, I think so too. I think everybody I think Rass released the over in this game went up quite a bit, and yeah, that was. I was really hoping to get down a little bit more later in the week. I thought that there was going to be some double-sided action, but there really wasn't. It just kind of got bet into place and hung out there.
And then once like the injury report confirmed like Charvarius out, it's like there was no opportunity there.
Yeah, agree with you. Oh, that's a big play. That is a big one. Okay, so Shocks wants to know what injuries we're rooting for tonight.
Whatever you want, whatever you guys want. I've got no interest in this game.
All right.
I would like a Kenneth Walker touchdown though at some point.
You know, last time we had you on the stream, by the way, George.
My whole season came to the crash. What? And then of course, you know, Jalen Phillips out for the year, and Javon Holland is injured, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on?
They don't have the best linebacking and safety depth in the league this year?
No, not since we lost Van Ginkel. I was way ahead of the curve on.
I was about to say you were super early on Van Ginkel. It's crazy. Have you given up on McDaniel yet, though? Going from the first offense in the league,
no, but
32nd offense in the league.
I will say this though, right? Everybody is like Tua's a system quarterback and everything, and sure. But maybe he maximizes the system. Maybe not anybody can just step in and play. We have a lot of weapons. We look like a pathetic offense right now.
Listen, well, maybe Tyler Huntley can't step in and play, or like Tim Boyle or whoever it was.
Where did Snoop Huntley start from? I missed the whole memo on Snoop Huntley. Like I never heard him called. I don't know why. Do you guys know where that originated from?
No, I remember the name, but I don't know. I don't know where the nickname came from.
Jason, you should be on top of this, man.
You're
young and you're hip, man. You should know with all the nicknames. Snoop Huntley.
He is way older than I expected as well. 26 years old. Played a high school team with Zach.
How old did you expect? I thought you were going to say 20.
I don't know. 30. I feel like he's been in the league for like 6 years now.
26 feels about right.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, Gino, mistake on the on the birthday.
Yeah.
Oh no, Gino.
I was gonna ask you something, Rob. Like, it feels like the NFC doesn't have a top team. I mean, unless you're buying into Minnesota. Is Detroit just like the best team in the NFC by default?
I feels like the NFL doesn't have a top team, in my opinion.
Yeah, you might be right there.
Like KC and Baltimore, I think, are ahead of the pack right now, but they're still very not elite. Let's just put it that way.
It's odd. And KC looks like more vulnerable than ever now with all their injuries, and they're somehow 5-0 and like pacing the whole world.
I still, despite their record, I still think San Fran's most likely to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl.
Yes, it just feels like their defense is taking another step back this year.
It's bad, but like Detroit's is just as bad.
Yeah, there's something about Detroit come playoff time. If they just want to just run over you, the fact that they have that level to their game while still having somewhat of a semblance of a passing attack. But yeah, you're right. Detroit has the same problems that San Fran has defensively.
And Darnold is going to just shit his pants in a playoff game. Right. Like he almost like basically they're going to have the game that they just had against the Jets in the playoffs at some point.
Yeah. Even the Packers, if they get right, they still defensively, I don't know. This new defensive coordinator, as much as we shit on Joe Barry for so long, They don't exactly generate much of a pass rush right now.
Yeah, agreed. Oh man, it's just dawning on me that it's a long night ahead. Long night of football ahead. I don't have nearly enough bets on this game to be excited right now.
Are you watching the Leafs on a secondary screen?
No, don't bring this up. This is where Jason's gonna pop.
Rob does not have a secondary screen, which is crazy to me as a professional bettor. You do not have a secondary screen.
I don't need a screen at all to be a professional bettor. I could have zero.
Yeah, you're right.
I just need a monitor. That's it.
That's fair. That's fair. But
I was a little. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I was a little bit disappointed that I was not going to be able to watch the full Leaf game tonight. I watched the first period, and I'm on air here now.
And we just lost George.
Yeah, I don't know what he did. He just like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
You know what he did? He went to go look at his text messages, and when you go and look at your text messages, you get kicked out.
What happened there?
George got a sext, and he was out.
The warden came. I had to hide my phone really quickly.
It's weird. I don't hear the music from Upper Brass in the background. Are you like in like the back room? Where are you? A bathroom or?
No, I'm in cell block. I'm in cell block D right now, and that's why I've got the green screen going by.
Oh my god! I thought you were in Kanish's house.
I'm upstairs in his attic.
Yeah, it's funny that so many of the Hammer creators share the exact same living room. You know, Kanish, Clive, George.
Well, that's what content creators do, right? They rent a house together and they create content. That's the whole new thing.
Yep. I don't know if Jason intentionally made
all I know is that song is called "Sad Violin."
Yeah,
because when I was in broadcasting school, I used it for a commercial. I know that exact song.
Oh man. Oh man, Jason, we're not letting you off the hook tonight. You got to cook up some sort of in-game parlay in the background today.
I already cooked something up pregame that I'm excited about, but we'll see how it does.
Do you have a Seattle jersey on? Are you rooting for Seattle?
No, he just has a jersey of every team in the NFL and puts one.
Not
on.
every team, not the Atlanta Falcons. That Ian McMillan let me know he's disappointed that I don't have that.
Do you double stack at games where if it's going bad, you take it off and you got the other team's jersey ready to go?
I could. Maybe I should. I don't know. There's I think Scott in the chat has been like on me because I've been like very bad against the spread. Like jersey versus the spread is like got to be like 1 in like 10 so far this year. Maybe more.
He also these jerseys are dresses on him. Basically, they go down to his knees. You should see him wear these things around the office. It looks like he's walking around in a nightgown.
It's the one Reggie Bush jersey that's like from the early 2000s, and I look like I'm freaking on the longest yard. So,
well, how'd you get such a big jersey? Was it?
I was the kid and I got it. It's the XL jersey with +2 length. That's all they had. Like
that you bought it at a garage sale or something.
Yeah, honestly.
Fit.
That's it.
Oh,
He's
man.
getting a lot of boners in class, and he needed something to hide them.
Oh.
Got the long jersey. Oh,
there's Debo.
There's Debo in the backfield. Okay.
RB1.
But we took some alternate rush yards over on Debo.
I like that.
Yeah, it's all right. We got 5 yards there. It's a good start.
George, I'm going to ask you to lower the volume on your phone for like just 2 notches because we're getting some feedback.
How about now?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Still getting a bit of it.
Yep.
But
it's another riveting moment in forward progress.
Listen, I'm getting the blame for it, so I gotta let everyone know it's George's fault, not mine. I gotta let everyone know it's not my fault.
Well, it's actually technically the producer's fault. Everything that goes on air, me and George used to produce radio, so we could tell you that it would never be anyone's fault except for the producer.
Wow. Well, I did do a little bit of work today, and I hopped on with Jeff to make sure his stuff was good. I just assumed that George would be good, but I guess not. Next time, George, you and I have an appointment pre-show.
No, Debo. Don't tell me Debo's hurt, dude. This guy gets hurt every game.
That's Mike Evans. How many times has he left the game like just got off after like a nice 18-yard catch, and then he's back on 3 plays later.
It was a good catch. It was thrown behind him. I didn't see how far behind him it was in real time. But I was watching receivers on Netflix this year, George, and like Debo got to be one of the softest players. Like the guy feels like anything, and he's just on the bench like, no, I can't. Like it's brutal.
Really?
Tough. Mason. Oh, Mason. Wow. All right. Run game is hot. The run game is hot right now. G-Stack, did you happen to catch Circle Back, the debut episode?
I did. I watched about half of it. I really enjoy that format, man. I think you guys nailed it. Whoever's idea that was deserves a raise.
Well, I don't pay myself anything, and it was my idea, so maybe I'll start paying myself something.
I love it because, gambling Twitter.
Wait. Jason popped in here like he's going to take credit for this idea.
I'm not taking credit for it, but there's someone else in the Hammer circle who took credit for it, and I told them they did a great job.
Who took credit for it? Because they're going to get fired.
Yeah, you can't be vague. I want to hear this.
Was that Debo back in the game?
I don't want to throw him under the bus now.
No, do it. Listen,
Jeff said it was his idea, and he's been like peddling this idea.
Jeff
for
Feinberg.
Yes.
Oh my God, we're gonna have him on in the third quarter.
With, by the way, crisp video for those who were here last time.
Yeah, no, Jeff. I probably golfed with him one day and told him about it, and he was probably so high during that round that he has no idea that I even recommended.
You thought he pitched it to you. He was so high.
He listen. I will say, as soon as I pitched the idea, as soon as I gave said I wanted to do this, Jeff was like, "Rob, you don't understand. Like this is what I live for. This is like right up my alley. I need to be a part of it." And I said, "Jeff, I'm telling you this because I need you to be a part of it." He's very good with that stuff. But D-Stack, you're going to get an invite soon.
I'm down. I can't wait till Shipper shits on me too for having an opinion.
Oh, by the way, Rob, I meant to talk to you about this. We got to start running everything by Shipper content-wise because it seems like he cares a lot about it. And it's like...
They all have opinions. Like, I'm not looking at the metrics every day of what's working and what's not. It's like we don't film demos of this stuff and figure out, like, anyways.
No, but, like, maybe, like, TMZ should look into doing, like, a really nice, like, gossip show about the Kardashians with, I don't know. I'm trying to come up with some philosophers of our time, but I couldn't name a single one. So, there goes that joke.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do, like, the Kardashian stream with super sharp Bill Gates. Like, how's that going to work out? We're doing a drama. Like, this is a drama show. I don't need to have the sharpest sports bettors on in the world. I'm not inviting Haralabob on to talk about what's going on gambling Twitter, people. Christ almighty. Oh, oof. Oh, man. This is big here. You think we could get a 3 tight end set and some bullshit tight end touchdown?
Maybe a little Juwan Jennings in here. Sprinkle.
What did you do? Bet the obscure tight ends?
Yes. You ever heard of Jake Tongus?
Not a chance.
No, neither have I before today. We got Eric Solbert.
Nope. Never heard of him either.
Is it embarrassing to admit this is the second time I bet Eric Solbert to score a touchdown this year?
Yeah, you bet. You got a fascination with like backup tight ends. You even draft him in fantasy for some reason.
Wait, pause. Okay, wait, that's rude. We're not talking about fantasy now, George. Okay, all right. How's your guillotine league going, by the way? I'm actually curious. I want to know about it. But no, I bet him when George Kittle was out one game, and I got him at like plus 500, and it moved all the way. So it was a good bet, but it lost.
It was a good bet. Okay, I'm going to revisit this comment because these ones are the ones that really drive me crazy. Sold your soul for money. Another one bites the dust. We run a content company in the sports betting space. I don't know what doing like a show about what's going on in the sports betting world. I don't know how that translates to selling your soul.
Can I jump in as well?
Literally, all of the gambling Twitter guys, all they do all day is spend time absorbing the drama of gambling Twitter. They just do it on a different medium. These guys all came from forums that had like all this drama. But God forbid you do it in front of a camera. Can't do it in front of a camera. All
We
right,
also
Jason.
everything we do is free, by the way. We don't ask for money in any way, shape, or form from people, which everyone else, like all our content is free.
Listen,
But it
there's
also
some
won't be that way
content.
forever. It doesn't even matter if it's free or not. If people want to pay to watch it, who's to stop them from paying to watch it? Yeah.
But yeah.
Also, since when do you have to cater all your content to everybody? There's different types of content on the network for different markets and different audiences.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. I totally agree. It's like I actually don't want to produce content for people like me. I don't.
No.
There's not much of a market for that. It is a complete waste of my time to do 100% of the content for people like me. Doesn't make any sense. Anyways.
Not for nothing. The information that you might give in content like that, most of these people have already processed it themselves. Or B, if they haven't, the last thing you want to do is hand them an edge that they're not even looking at.
Bingo. I miss you, George.
I miss you too.
I miss you. And, if Moretto would just give me more than like 3 hours notice of you being on the stream, I will dress as a dolphin for you to settle the bet. But he never tells me until it's too late. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I can't find a dolphin costume other than like on Amazon. I need a day.
He really has bought into that Jerry Springer style of booking guests that nobody on stage knows about. He loves the shock booking.
Yes. I think he just is really getting bad at his job.
Yeah, I could be that too.
He should be tuning in tonight, but he definitely isn't. He's like watching the Montreal Canadiens. Who are they playing? They're playing the Bruins tonight. He's for sure watching that. He could care less about the rest of the network when the Habs are playing.
Like, who is this goalie? Like, the Leafs hadn't been shut out in 4 years, and this guy shows up. I never heard of this guy before. 47 safe shot.
Sam Montembeau. Moretto messages me this morning. He's like, go bet this guy to win the Vezina, 250 to 1. I'm like, did they miss a couple zeros? Because I wouldn't bet him 25,000 to 1. Sam Montembeau. People are like, oh, this guy should be the starter for Team Canada. I'm like, are you kidding me? If that's a starter for Team Canada, we're toast.
No Leafs talk on this network. No Leafs talk on this.
Okay,
I'm banning it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's in the fantasy football bucket.
Yeah. Football game's back on. Why do the Niners suck so hard in the red zone every fucking game? This team can't score in the red zone anymore.
I think those are the most painful games when you take an over. Both teams are moving the ball very well, and everything dies in the red zone. It's like death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah. I kind of want to get a live over in this game at some point.
I wonder what the line is now. It's got to be – it's probably a favorable spot.
It's 43.5, juiced heavily to the under right now. Mm-hmm. The problem is they're starting on their own 9-yard line. Where did this guy return it to? The 10. Disaster. That is a pretty good price on the over, though, relative to market. As I watch a first down run for no yardage. All right, Levi, I'm going to join you, dude. If this drive ends with a field goal or less, I'm betting that over. I agree. I'll do one more clock count. Play clock is at 26, 25, and it just got snapped. That was a terrible clock count. Oh, man. Did you do anything fun this summer, George?
Not really.
No comment? No comment?
Depends on what you think fun is, because I did stuff that was eventful.
I see. Eventful and fun, not synonyms, I would say. Yeah, those are not the same thing.
No.
All right.
What about yourself? I saw you went to Penn State last week.
I did, yeah. Fellow bettor Mike Craig is a Penn State season ticket holder. He invited me out. We had a blast. Great time. And yeah.
What was it, 24-hour trip? Because usually you don't leave during the football season, right?
It was in Friday and out Saturday, yeah. And I usually need to be around a desk on Fridays, but I was able to have a partner handle that, so that was good.
Beautiful.
Good. But it was it kind of really set me back. I still am feeling it, honestly. It's tough to get away during football season.
How did you do pizza buffet on the Sunday? Or did you get back the Saturday night?
I did do pizza buffet on the Sunday. Yeah, I got back on the Saturday night. I woke up for the London game, watched a bit of that shit show, pizza buffet. Just a long day, long, tough. Do I miss tortellini? Right now, I do not.
What do you mean miss him? Like anything happened to him?
He's gone.
Rob ate him.
That's it. Turtle soup.
What?
He ate him, yeah.
I heard it's a delicacy. Tortoise.
You had to put it down. It had like a limp leg. So I don't know. We don't live in a society where we waste things. So Rob said, let's not waste it. Let's get every bit of
I honored him. That's the way he would have wanted it. Oh, we got a bot. I'm
on him.
You got it. You got him. Jason got it quick. Yeah, he's done, man. He's gone.
Turtle soup?
Don't know what happened. I came home one day and he just wasn't in the tank, and we don't know what happened to him.
Tortellini's kind of huge. What were you eating? Soup for a month?
I'm moving, George, and the decision has been made to not take him with me.
No.
As you know, people are coming through, booking appointments at my house and stuff like that. Last thing that I need is a tortoise in here that people are walking into. So
what do you do with a tortoise when you're done with him? And what is there, like a shelter or something? How does it work with tortoises?
I could have taken him to like Reptilia or something like that, but there's actually an insane demand for tortoises. I don't know why, but I told people I was getting rid of him, and I got, like, I'm not even joking, a dozen people are like, I'll take him, I want him, or whatever. And I just picked a very suitable person to do that. Suitable. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna bet. Let's just make sure there's not like something stupid here. But I want to take a look at the live over. If we got like something like 42.5. Oh, we do. All right, boys. Got to buck that primetime under trend.
And if you want to use your 30% profit boost on this, takes it to plus 116. Maybe not the best thing to use a 30% boost on because it's kind of juiced. Maybe we can get a anytime touchdown score at some point later. But if you don't know if you don't think you're gonna bet again this game, you might as well use this.
Yeah. I'm betting this right now, people, just so that you're aware. It's not like a fake giving it out. I'm betting. There are some 42.5 minus 102 out there. Some 41.5. It's all over the place, really. This is the most riveting point of the show. Tortellini Memorial in game.
So I have like a little piece of content idea. I'm gonna run it by the both of you guys. George is an astute man when it comes to content. He gets it. He understands it, right? So
he thought of Pornhub before it existed.
I wouldn't put it past them. I don't know if that's true or not, but anyways, this is from Scott. Rob, you have to give us a warning if/when you move, need to prepare for the new home office, right? So I've seen other streamers do this in the past where the streamer gives chat their credit card and they get to order up to X amount of dollars worth of stuff to furnish their new space. I think that'd be a good idea for a watch along to furnish your new space, Rob.
Well, that's because you're not giving your credit card, Jason.
Well, I'm sure there's something in the Hammer budget we can do for that. You're gonna get new furniture anyways. You might as well let the nails get some input on it. And maybe we can drop like a 1 in the chat if you're interested in that, 2 in the chat if that's something you wouldn't be interested in chat.
I don't hate the idea of doing like a Zoom call with some of the key nails to talk about the setup. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet for watch alongs at my new place. because I'm going to have a bedroom as my office, but I also have a guest house. And I might just turn that into like a big watch along type of spot. What are you
Somebody's saying to get you a second monitor. They're too nice. They're way too nice.
Am I in like the extreme minority there? That
Yes,
I only
Rob.
like I have a it's like a 75-inch TV over here, and I prefer that to having like smaller TVs.
But you watch Red Zone during the Sunday, right?
Yeah, and I watch that in the Bitcoin basement on the 120-inch projection screen. And even then, by the way, like here's what I don't get, especially for those who watch Red Zone. I watch it on an enormous screen. When they go quad box, I still fucking can't see shit. So imagine watching that on a smaller TV. When they go quad box, you can't see anything.
I can see stuff fine.
Get out of here, man. You don't even watch Red Zone. You're not a Red Zone guy. You're not a Red Zone guy.
This quarter flew by, no?
It did, man. It's good. We like that. We don't complain about stuff like that.
No.
We don't.
We're not going to get a lot of scoring. At least
we'll
run the ball.
I had to sit through a fucking suspended weather game on Sunday night for crying out loud.
You know, Alex tried to make me do the fourth quarter of that game. You know,
did he? Wow.
I told him, unfortunately, lights out is at 10 o'clock, and it wasn't going to work for me.
It's good. You put him in his place. Tell Moretto. So you do the fucking fourth quarter, Moretto.
Yeah, he's probably catching Z's.
He's always selling it as like the most desirable spot. I know his tricks too. He's like, oh yeah, you want the fourth quarter? That's when we have the highest viewership, biggest audience, or whatever. Yeah, okay.
No, you know what his approach is with me. He butters me up about the Dolphins. He messages me on Sunday. Oh, huge win against the Pats. You're at least you're still alive in the playoff race. By the way, Sunday, fourth quarter, you want to do a watch along?
Classic. You got to be a little bit of a salesman. I'm not personally. I saw Jason come on stream. He was pumping like the profit boost tokens. Jason was born in the wrong era, man. He would have been like the best encyclopedia salesman on planet Earth if he was born 20 years ago.
How am I born in the wrong era?
Vacuum cleaner salesman
right now.
Yeah, I know, but you would have got paid a lot more if you were selling vacuums 25 years ago, dude. Going door to door. You would have been making a killing.
Yeah.
How do we went from 2nd and 1 to a friggin' punt here? Are we joking?
I think we're going to have to go again on the over and just keep clicking until we get like our drive that doesn't end. But
you know what?
Maybe not. That's not
Are
good.
we sure San Fran is better than Detroit in a playoff game?
I go back and forth on this a lot. Recency bias is a hell of a drug for sure.
Everyone just looks so bad in the NFC this year. Everyone, Cowboys, Eagles.
Yeah. I'm sure you're about to tell me if the Dolphins were in the NFC, they would be perfect right now, 5-0.
No, listen. With Tua, yeah. Without Tua, no.
Yeah. You guys think that we go Kyle Kerm's the Sauce Martingale strategy here or what? Just keep martingaling live over until we cash something? At some point, the live over is going to be like 7.5 at this rate.
Oh.
Yeah. Well. JSN. Oh.
We got a bung release.
We got a bung release. All right, bring it up. Let's see. Player to catch a pass on this drive. Let's go JSN. In honor of bung. It'll get posted again shortly.
Isn't it their third drive? Yes, it is.
I don't know. You tell me. Yeah, what is it? Third drive? Seahawks third drive? How do you still have trouble with this every time? It's in the same menu spot every single time.
They don't. They take it down, and it's not there anymore. Look, it's gone.
It's gone because this drive's happening already. It's going to be the first play of the quarter. You fucking snoozed on it, man. You screwed us.
That's Bung for taking too long to get to us. That's not me.
Bung, I'm sorry, Bung.
Quicker.
Bung, if you're going to release plays in the chat, and you're the only person that we trust in the chat, I kind of like that AJ Thomas guy as well. But Chosen is the guy I want to fade, full fade. The guy, the flat earth guy, conspiracy theory guy. Today he was posting some stuff on Twitter about manufactured wind for the hurricane. That's when I was out. That's when I signed off for the day. That was tough. G-Stack.
Oh, am I done? I'm good to go?
Yeah, it's the end of the first quarter. I mean, we got to welcome someone else on. We upgrade in the second quarter.
We start low and we just get better.
We hit the upgrade button, just like the meme. Just out of curiosity, before I let you go, do you actually still root for Dolphins wins right now? Or is it like full draft pick season at this point?
No, I don't want Shedeur Sanders. I don't want any part of Primetime's son.
You want Tua?
I don't. It's not that I want him. There's just no better option. And I'm not a believer of tanking when there's not a great option this year.
Okay. So you're rooting for the team to win games?
Yeah. We can still win it all.
All right.
George is a big Hawk Tua guy.
All right, boys.
All right, George. Take care.
Take care.
G-Stack, everyone. Making his return. Jason, pop on here for a second.
I'm sorry. I love George.
This is on you. You're the producer of the show.
I find out like 5 minutes before the show who's on.
If the audio is shit, it's on you. It comes back to you.
I tried. He was wearing headphones. I don't know what else there was to fix.
I wonder where he was.
He was in upper brass, I thought. No, like,
do you think he was at the bar? He took the thing from last time, but he just put a different background up.
I think that's what it is.
Sounded like a little bit of background noise, no?
It was us echoing. I was going insane. I was literally going insane.
It is really tough when you hear the echo in your own.
And what am I going to do? Come in and be like, George, leave until you fix this? Like, I can't do that. I don't want to deprive the Nails of one of their favorite characters on the show. Like,
no, it was all right.
And then they'd have to sit with me for a full quarter if that's what you guys want. Like,
by the way, I just noticed Jack's avatar is just Jeff Feinberg. It wasn't that bad. I agree. All right, get the hell out of here. We're gonna bring in a real guest. Right now. You've had enough screen to upgrade. Good friend of mine, Sam Panovich, chicken dinner, BetQL daily. Sammy, how's it going?
I brought headphones for the party. That's cool, right? We can do that in 2024.
We can bring. George had headphones on, but I think that he might actually just be going deaf, and the volume was blasted so hard on those headphones that it was coming through the. I don't know what was happening there, but he was wearing headphones. I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't. Well, I'm sure you have better production on your shows than here.
Not really. I do have a chicken dinner decanter full of whiskey, though, that I will definitely tap into. I'm going to let you set the table here, but I also want to tell the people about what you did to me earlier. You fucked me earlier.
I did. I don't like doing that, but I did update you. I did update you at least.
Cut it out. You screwed me. Oh. It's all right. I'm okay. I have money line. I didn't lay 3.5.
You could tell people what I did. You asked me for do you have just any sort of opinion on the game?
Yeah.
Did you bet anything? So when I joined the stream, I know what you bet. And I said, we crossed some San Fran and over earlier this week. It's like, okay. And then later in the day, I ended up getting out of one of the positions because I found a really good arb, and I guess you're just stuck on it, basically.
It was very funny because we were doing the morning show and I texted Rob, hey, what are you betting pre-flop so I can be a part of the crew? You know me. We've been to Vegas. We have sweat a lot of stuff together. Johnny finally learned that the last trip. So I said, what are we betting? And you said, we have some San Fran and some over. And I said, okay, what do we like more? And you said San Fran. Yeah. So rather than lay 3.5, what I did was parlay San Fran and Green Bay. Ooh, Mr. Sharp, right?
There you go.
But I think they're both going to win. At plus,
you don't have to justify the bets, by the way. You can, but I love when people are like, "Oh, he parlayed this or whatever." It's like, who cares? We all do it. It doesn't matter. Anyways,
I turned 2 favorites into an underdog, and I'm happy with it. So then, 30 minutes later, Rob texts me and says, I arbed out. I took some Seattle, and I'm like, great, perfect. But
it was a very good arb, I will say. I don't do that. I honestly don't do that. But it was where I ended up having value on both sides. And anyways, I needed to explain that.
Yeah. So you played both sides. It's okay. I brought some booze. I need the Niners to win, and I didn't know. Ooh, nice catch. Oh, come on, baby, go! Sorry, I'm ahead of you guys.
No, it's okay. I actually like to live.
Let's go!
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm rooting for, but it's going to happen right now. That's a big one.
Let's go.
Debo. That chat all wants Debo.
Let's
Debo,
go.
let's
Debo,
go, Debo.
Bung,
Bang,
let's
bang,
go.
bang, bang, bang,
Bung
bang,
Magoo
bang,
cashes
bang.
again. This guy, Bung Magoo, this guy
On
is
fire.
this
On
guy's the
fire.
Billy Walters of this chat. Everything he plays wins. I don't know how he's not retired. Maybe he is. I don't know. Bung does it again. Bung does it again. All right, that's great. That that's such a big play. Such a big play for that to happen right there. Oh man, that's the best. I don't have booze in my house right now, and it's unfortunate actually.
Oh, the excuses. I'm tired of the excuses today.
Sam,
I don't have any booze.
I'm in a home that's being staged right now because I'm selling my house. So there's nothing in here. I've just moved, like all the stuff has moved out already. And I just come back here. This is like the only existing thing that's still set up is my office because I have to do the streams from here. So I don't have booze, and it's like I just got a McDonald's coffee, and that's it. We got some McDonald's Monopoly happening. By the way, I do this shit all the time. I go to McDonald's to get coffee when they have the Monopoly happening, even though like I'm not going to win it. I don't know why I do this. I have like a mental, like I have a sickness. I need help is what anyways.
I wouldn't go that far. A couple things. As I was saying before Debo ripped off that touchdown, I do have the chat up this time. I'm a StreamYard rookie still, but I can see all your messages, and I appreciate you. Thanks for welcoming me here. There's Wild Turkey 101 in the chicken. It is not good, but it's strong. What else? Oh, I do the chicken dinner live show now on Thursdays, and I had our guy Adam Orphan on, who was awesome.
I love that guy.
Yeah. And like he doesn't do a lot of media, but he was so good. And the last thing I have to say is no, I do not know who the bartender is on. People actually think I am the bartender. I have no idea what he's going to pick. I'm telling you the truth.
Can I let them in on a little secret here?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Producer Jason is actually the bartender. He is the he's the biggest fade around.
Oh, he's a fade. Okay, yeah,
he's a huge fade, just like
fade
you.
his picks. Okay, yeah. No, we are one and the same then.
Yeah. Although you know what, you did hit an SGP a couple last week, so you're on okay.
I did.
Run
yes,
there.
I did. Yeah, I'm actually up ahead of you now on SGPs.
No, they're
this
not.
Year.
No, not after his 3-player anytime touchdown parlay.
They didn't play. I played that. He didn't play that.
But you're taking credit. You're saying you're up. He gave you the
no, but I'm not including that. I'm not including that. Though.
Yeah, well,
it sounds like you did though. It sounds like you were including it right there. It sounds like you were.
Since we don't have action at this very second, can I tell you guys something that's going to move tomorrow? Do we like that?
I love that.
There's been some fighting around the 21 on Purdue and Illinois, and they keep betting it back. We laid 18, 19, 20. It got to 23. They just bet it back a couple hours ago. There's going to be some news tomorrow that is going to move this back off to 21. So if you didn't get involved on Illinois yet, this is probably the last stand to fade Purdue because of what's going to happen at least tomorrow or on Saturday. I think you can still lay 21, but that's probably the ceiling. There are plenty of 21s available. Rob, 23 in the morning today. And these sharp guys keep betting Purdue back. Last like 4 weeks. They bet Purdue last week from 14 to 11. They lost 52-6. Yes. It's just like, all right, you want to keep betting Purdue, go ahead.
I'm just looking at market right now. I think I bet this already. Is Barry Horse also on this game?
Yeah, well, him and I may have had a conversation about it. He knows.
Got it. Okay, so that was yes, I bet Illinois. I'm very terrible with this stuff, by the way. I'm not a.
I know.
Fumble that?
I text you. Yeah, I think it's out. Hard to say.
Vinny, the bet is Illinois. Illinois 21 or less. Pretty widely available in market right now. Fanduel 21.5, but there's some 21s out there. Some of the sharper books have 21, the market making books right now, which is actually, you can get a big pop.
So last week we found out that they basically quit on the coach, and there's another domino going to fall tomorrow. And it's probably it, because after the next game, the numbers are going to be too big. The next game for Purdue is Oregon. Oregon's going to be a 34-point favorite. And at that point, it's like, it's kind of hard to fade because starters come out in the second half and all that. But this is probably the last stand against Purdue, and it will not be 21 by kickoff. That's all I'll tell you.
Plus, Oregon's going to be very unhappy following their blowout loss to Ohio State this weekend. I don't actually believe that's going to happen, but I do root for the Buckeyes. So that's where my head is at right now.
Chosen Sports says Illinois minus 35 is still okay.
Well,
maybe.
Well, Chosen also does believe that they pumped some air into the hurricane to make it only hit the red states. So I don't know that we can trust Chosen's opinions all that much.
All I'll say is this: the coach at Purdue, Walters, was Bielema's old defensive coordinator at Illinois. And on his way out the door, he took some coaches and told some players, you don't want to play for him. You want to play for me. Bielema has not forgotten that.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. Sammy.
I'm turning this into a college show. My bad. This is NFL.
No, listen. The people want bets. That's one thing I've learned about doing content. I could do content, the best content in the world. If I don't give out a bet, no, they don't want it.
Sammy, I don't know if you know, we have another show, Hit the Books, which is college football related, and it'd be really nice to destroy them in our college football record versus them, because this seems like a good bet.
Kanish finally had a winning weekend, like the first one in 2 years. The guy's victory lapping on Twitter, come on, bud.
Hold on. One more thing. Can you bring this comment up at 8:58? Purdue got steamed today. Can you bring that up?
Yeah, producer Jason, you might be able to. Yeah.
I mean, yes, but the real steam was 17-23. I mean, that was the real steam. Okay, you got guys taking a good number at 23. Yes, they did get steam, but the real steam is 17-23, not 23-21.
This is the kicker they signed this week, right? Right? I hope we don't get any bullshit. It's good. Thank you. Appreciate that. I didn't want to have to watch it and see what's going on.
I also need Guardians or baseball team or Geronimo's or whatever we're calling them. I'm sweating that.
Oh, that high noon looks so good right now. What flavor is that?
Tell
me it's watermelon.
I got it. It is. You like watermelon? Your favorite?
I love the watermelon one, man.
I see. Ooh. If I start doing shots, I can't be drinking liquor. So I have to balance. I got to drink the noons, and then I did bring a shot glass and the thing. I'm fired up.
I love how prepared you show up for these, man. I really do. You just want to have a good time. I like that. There's nothing better than that. Watch some sports, have a good time.
Steam is steam, Howdy. I agree with you, but there are levels to steam. There are levels to steam. Amateur Hour Sports. The real steam is the friends we made along the way.
Oh, man.
Oh, this is great. Rip a shot now, Sammy. Okay, fine.
That's it.
Well, Sammy rips a shot. Do we have anything we like for Seahawks next drive while we're in like a commercial break?
Where's Bung? Do we just retire? Do we say like Bung is off the hook tonight? He's gave us a winner. We don't need to push it. I mean, I don't want to force Bung to give picks out now.
I want to force Bung to give picks out. What is this? I want to text me before every show and give me the picks. Like
he wanted JSN last drive, and it turned out to be a 3-0, right? Last drive.
Yeah, but maybe that was like he knew something we don't. That said he was going to get a target.
Yeah,
maybe not catch a pass. Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, he's already texting me on the side that he wants to be put on the payroll. I mean, we don't have much of a budget, honestly, Bung. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. He's not feeling anything. Man has spoken. Not feeling anything. Oh man. You've been betting any early hockey at all? Are you into hockey at all?
I am. I'm a little behind. Opening night, we took over in Florida, Boston. That was nice.
Same.
It was like 6-4 or something. You know how it goes. I mean, I see Alex Smith is in the chat. He's really good at hockey. Got a couple guys that bet it and do really well. I can't possibly know every sport So the older I've gotten, and I'm sure you're the same, you just delegate it to other people and they tell you what to do. And you just make the right bets.
I like that.
I didn't handicap one thing. Like the guy goes, "Hey, bet the over 5.5." It was 3-2 at the end of the first.
People underestimate how valuable connections are in the space. If you can provide value to people in one way and you build up those connections, it's absolutely huge. I bet college football. Don't know a lick about college football. Don't model it. Do well. College basketball, same thing. All it takes is being good at one thing and being able to provide a service to other people. Anyways, I'm going into like a little bit of a diatribe unrelated to this game, but I think it's pretty valuable for people out there who want to get serious at betting. Specialization can be really good in that, you know, you connect with the right people and you get access to stuff that you never thought you would before. Give a plug for what you're doing now, Sammy, just so for the people who don't know.
Yeah, so we do a morning show with Odyssey. That's the old CBS radio, so it's a national company. We do a show, Joe O and I, as you know, my old chicken dinner teammate. We do the morning show from 9 a to 12 p. Monday through Friday, and it's been awesome. I've been meaning to reach out, but I know that like Costos has his talons in you. There's this thing at the network about, you know, sharing guests, and I don't know if we can have you without somebody getting upset, if you know what I mean.
What if we do a different sport at another time? So like I don't start really betting hockey until maybe 6 weeks into the season or so. But once I'm up and running on that, I mean, I just do football with Costas, so we could probably do some sort of hockey.
I'd be happy. Well, our show is unlike their show, and because no show should ever sound the same. Our show is a little bit more entertainment than, I mean, we obviously gamble, and there was a clip of me today. I was 2 seconds late on betting Patriots +7, and the board exploded, and I was so mad live, and they kept taking me because it goes to 6.5 and all that. But I'd love to have you on to talk hockey. Yeah, that'd be great. It's every morning. The show is called BetQL Daily. If you haven't heard it, give it a shot. If you don't like it, you don't have to ever listen again. It's fine.
That's it. There you go. You decide if you like it, and if you do, show up, and if you don't, then don't. I have an SGP that's San Fran alternate line, and then Geno Smith 40+ rush yards. So he has 0 right now because this got called back. But I'm kind of working off of the idea that game kind of gets out of hand, and then Geno uses his legs to start picking up some yardage. That's what I would be interested in. Oh, there's Charbonnet.
3rd and a long 8, buddy.
Mm-hmm. 3rd and 8.
Flag holding. Got to be holding.
Quick one.
I mean, they were in Bosa's grill. Oh, they called it on. I'm going to stop giving play-by-play.
It's okay. You don't have to worry about it. That looked like offside.
It was offside, 97.
Mm.
He was held, but
yeah.
So, you're what, over 42.5 live?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I could take a touchdown here. That's fine. I just want the room to win. That's all I want.
What do I think about the Salah situation? I mean, listen, for those who watch my stuff, you've known I've not been a fan of Salah as a head coach. I think he's a quote unquote fake sharp, I would say. But I mean, I don't assign the blame to what's going on with the Jets on one individual. I think there's a multitude of reasons why they're struggling out of the gate right now. Do I hate the firing? No, I don't think he's the right guy to lead them forward. But I mean, other people in the organization definitely deserve blame as well, is what I would say.
Are you going to bet on Monday?
Yeah. We already started a little bit of a position on them. I mean, I'm just like, when it's around, so this is just something with me by nature, and not everyone is like me and builds positions like I do, but whenever a dog is 2.5, there's just so much more upside in getting the 3, provided it's not like 3 minus 120, but like moving to 3 than there is if you lose the 2.5 and it goes to 2, 1.5. I'm not saying like 2 is a completely dead number. It's not. I think last I checked, it's like 4% of games are going to end on 2. So it's not completely irrelevant, but I don't like to go right out of the gate and just fill my position on plus 2.5. And then have a conversation with myself if it gets to 3 at some point, someone opposes it. And it's like, well, do I add more? So I kind of just like slowly build it out quietly, basically. But I don't like much this week, Sammy, honestly. It's not
I think my favorite look is Jacksonville. We bet some 2. That's gone.
Yep.
I don't think the Bears should be favored, but I'm willing to find out.
Yeah, so like I work with Suma pretty closely and a few other guys, and we are very conflicted on this game. And I like Jacksonville as well. I took some money line. I played like an average price on the money line of plus 113, which I'm just checking market now to see. Yeah, honestly, pretty good price. So
yeah, it's like 105 consensus 105 now, right?
Yeah. 49ers offense is humming right now, man.
Yeah, they look like they should.
Okay. I'm not going to root for injuries here. Mason down though can only help the Debo alts.
Isaac Garendo. Where I'm at the wrong.
They're showing him on camera. 31. Is that who you're talking about? Garendo?
Yeah. We want to do so. One thing we like to do, it's off right now. We'll see if it gets reposted here, but we like to wait for injuries and then go to the TD scorer prop market and hit the back. Garendo's 14-1 right now. Like we got to bet that.
What's Debo's second touchdown? That's what I want to know.
That's another one. Debo's
that's another good one.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna see if I can
get even Juicich.
Use check. Jay. Use check.
Juice. Who's the other? Patrick Taylor's the other back, right? I think.
The guy from Green Bay. Yep.
Jason, can you do that one more time for me, just so I have it fresh in my memory? Kyle, what was it?
Juicich.
I think he said juice box.
Juice it. Kyle juiced it as in bet it.
Ooh, this guy Marcus is saying that Garendo touchdown is 14-1. Obviously, that will change very quickly.
Yeah.
It's off the board right now on Fanduel. I'm going to keep an eye on it. If you haven't used your live bet token, use it on this 100%. Like you're not going to get something that's probably better value than this.
Agreed.
With such long odds, and then you're going to get a 30% boost on it.
So just for the chat, we got to get something going in the future here, where we have like a very quick alert in real time. I don't know if people just want to no, we're not going to play a breaking news sound when there's an injury. We need to be able to bet it right away as a group. Juicich, I'm dying.
Yeah, that was bad. Can we bring him back on real quick? I would love to
You can bring me on whenever you want.
If you can spell use check, I will Venmo you $100. Okay. Don't look either. Don't fucking look.
Yeah, he won't look. He's an honorable guy.
Juczzy.
Wrong. I definitely know it's Jusz. That for sure I know. Then I would say C's. Sorry.
Nope, you flipped it. Yep, you know.
Jusz. Sorry, is what I wanted to say because Americans. Then I was going to say CZYK.
Bang, nailed it.
You know what? The only reason I can tell you that is I bet my fair share of Kyle Juszczyk over
in the Super Bowl
yards.
Yeah. That was my biggest bet. That was my biggest Super Bowl bet ever last year. Was over 1.5 and over 2.5 receiving yards. He caught a 17-yarder on the second play.
Yeah, we got to get off Garendo now.
Garendo's not not anymore. 180. No,
is Patrick Taylor listed?
Wait, what was Garendo's price?
He's now plus 180. He's been
I think what they do is they literally just take whatever Mason's odds were and they just give it to him. I swear.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Somebody in the chat said they bet 14-1. Good for them.
They got a great price.
Hopefully take a screenshot of that right now because you need to.
No, it'll stay. We've done that this year, Sam.
Okay.
Yeah. At least at Fanduel, I can say we've done it a few times this year. They're probably not too happy with us.
Connor Hayward, is that
Ray Davis, Connor
Ray Davis.
Hayward? Yeah, we did a few of those.
Yeah, Sammy, you were in for Ray. Oh no, wait, no, Sammy wasn't in for Ray Davis.
Ooh,
I'm trying to remember.
yeah.
I'm trying to remember
here.
I need one more out. I need the best closer in baseball to get one more out. That would be very nice, Rob.
It's sad how little I know about baseball. I credit you guys being able to talk about every sport every day now because I don't even care anymore is the problem. I don't bet baseball, and now I don't care, which is kind of sad because I grew up loving baseball. Ooh, that looks like that could be like a shoulder injury for Mason. Collarbone, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Luke Weaver. I like Luke Weaver. I think Clase is a little better, but I will turn on Clase in a heartbeat if he gives up a homer here with 2 outs in the ninth, 5-4 lead. This, by the way, I was doing the show live. How many starters was Seattle down on D? Is it 4 or 5? I mean, it was up there, right?
Well, it's actually not the worst. So Byron Murphy's out, but I don't consider him a starter. He's like a rotational end for them.
The rookie from Texas.
Yeah. Uchenna Nwosu, they had to put on IR. He's out for sure.
Love playing the safety?
Julian Love's in.
He is in. Yeah. Okay. That was good news for them, I'm sure.
Reek Woolen is out at corner. Some depth players as well, but it didn't end up being the worst. But yeah, still, they really can't afford injuries right now, regardless. Yeah. James played this one. I'm just looking at what Kittle is at. Kittle is 2 for 10 right now. So yeah, those are live. Those are certainly live. The old inverse correlated parlay.
He went. Yes, he did.
I don't know what happens. I was going to say someone called me the king of those, but
what happens is wild turkey. That's what happens.
Wild turkey.
5-4. Guardians win.
There you go.
Let's go.
Oh, you're watching a baseball game.
I got them both.
Can I give an unpopular? I don't even know if it's popular or unpopular take. Brock Purdy is better than I ever gave him credit for. Brock Purdy is fully capable of winning a Super Bowl as a quarterback. That's where I'll go with it. I mean, he was really close last year. He just happened to go up against, one of the best that we'll ever see. But people just keep expecting this guy to come down to earth. I'm not saying he's perfect, but pretty damn reliable quarterback, Brock Purdy.
So let me give full credit because I don't like copying and pasting. Drew and Andy were talking about this. I watch their show every Wednesday, Deep Dive. Awesome. And Drew was saying that early in the year, Shanahan was trying to wind him up. And what he meant by that was he's trying to make him make these throws downfield. And he's not that guy. He's, as Drew called, an easy button guy. Make these short throws, accuracy, hit your open targets. Let's not be something you're not. And they did do that early in the season. I mean, I haven't watched a lot of this game today, but I'm going to guess it's been more intermediate to, West Coast offense, shorter throws. Yep. And that's where he excels.
I agree. Debo chipping away at his yardage totals. That's it. Just need a few more. Hit those alt numbers. That'll be nice. I'm trying. Go ahead.
Sorry. He's asked this question twice. I feel bad. Next head coach fired, Peterson or Sirianni? I don't think they're going to fire. I don't think Howie's going to do it in season. Where I think if Jacksonville, what do you think, Rob? If Jacksonville loses 38-10, do they launch Peterson out of the plane with the visor on? I mean, it's very possible.
It is possible. It is. I have a weird take because they've looked a lot better in recent weeks. But I think that Eberflus, as I like to call him, could be the next coach fired.
Really? They've never fired a coach in season.
They're going to get a very rough run. Now it's more towards the end of the year, but they are going to go like 6 of 7 games within division to finish this season. And if they lose like a couple of those, I could see him just being. I don't know. Like, I think Jacksonville is actually better than people give them credit for, because they've had so many drives stall on the other side of midfield this year, whether that's turnovers, turnover on downs, just like, missed field goals, stuff like that. Yeah, I know. Levi says the same thing. They've never fired a coach in season.
Well, I covered the Bears for 6 years. They could have fired Tressman in season.
Yeah, Mark Tressman was fucking terrible.
Nagy in season. They wait till the end of the year. I'm going to pipe down and not spoil this year. San Fran in the red zone.
Got it. What about Doug? Not Doug. What about Sean McDermott?
I don't know, man.
If they get spanked around by the Jets this week, right? Like, they started 3-0, they're going to be 3-3. The fans don't like McDermott. He's kind of like lost his luster in a big way.
Guys,
I just want to jump in. I'm not defending Peterson as being a great coach. I'm not saying Peterson's a great. Like, I want to make it very clear. And Stefanski's not going to get fired because they're forcing him to play Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Like, how are they going to fire him?
They would fire him if he came out and said, Jameis, you're starting. Then that could be, but I don't think he wants to lose his job. Who really has been progressively worse as a head coach is the guy in Cincinnati.
Oh, Zach Taylor's another. Yeah.
The offense might be too good though to like just on talent alone, where they can just maybe ride the wave out. I don't know.
If they would have ran the ball in the Super Bowl, they win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Also, if they would have just thrown the ball in overtime against Baltimore last week, they would have won the game, because Baltimore could not stop them through the air the entire game. They forced the turnover in overtime. They go run, and they kick a 53-yard field goal. Like, what is wrong with these guys? I don't understand it, honestly. Oh, that was the use check play right there. But
it did not work.
It out.
See, the Chiefs, if they were playing the Chiefs, that would have been a 10-yard gain. Because the Chiefs are like, go ahead. We'll let you throw to the white running back. We're going to guard everything else. The Chiefs let him eat every time they play.
If this is going to be, assuming that this field goal goes in, Sammy will see it shortly here. Okay, it's good. So 60-0. It's still a 2-score game. It feels like this has been one of the most uncompetitive, like, first halves I've watched in recent memory. Like, the 49ers are killing the Seahawks right now.
I need to ask you guys about this coaching staff, because I feel like they might have been the most overrated coaching staff coming into this year. And I am one of those people who like really love them. Like, I don't know how you could like Ryan Grubb, the stuff he did in Washington. That's all I can hear about, right? Like all the like Penix, Odunze, like they did great things, right? And then same with obviously I have McDermott and McDaniel on my mind. McDonald is the defensive coordinator. We all agree he was great on the Ravens, but like, do you feel like?
Hold up. You got to stop what you're saying. I'll answer it in a second. But Bung has come in and says, I think we look at Seattle spread. And, Bung, what do we got? 16.5?
Give you the best number. 16.5. But it's moving down. They're taking it.
They're
16
taking money.
offshore. Yeah, he's right. They're taking 16.5. They're disappearing. 15 at Pinnacle.
Yeah, 16.5 minus 114. I mean, I'm not brave enough to go. I mean, Fanduel has 13-1 money line. I'm not brave enough to go there, but that is by far the best price.
Well, who gets the ball to start?
San Fran. San Fran gets the ball.
So you could probably wait this out even more if you wanted to, but you're at that point you're gambling on what they do on the first drive.
Yeah,
you got time here. You got 2:27 here to score.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to put a lot of pressure on Bung. It is Gino's birthday as well. And, you could have a huge second half fireworks. Maybe Gino got sauce last night. And that was a real factor. It's entirely possible. Is the birthday angle a good angle or a bad one? Because, the the players only meeting angle has been talked about a lot this week. The Bengals had one. Bengals defense had a players only meeting. The Jets had a players only meeting. That's an angle people like. The coach getting fired angle, people seem to like that one. The quarterback birthday angle, is that good or is it bad?
Why are they
running the ball?
No.
Well, to answer Jason's question, so it's a 2-minute warning. So they got like a free run. I mean, it's
why didn't they just throw the ball there? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I feel like I might have been duped by the coaching staff as well. I totally bought into Seattle's coaching staff after they had like destroyed Bo Nix and whichever other shit quarterbacks they played at the beginning of the year. I was like, I galaxy brained myself into like, I don't love the defensive talent, but Mike McDonald, and I'm looking at it now. Listen, they're probably somewhere in between, right? Like, they're probably not as bad as they look right now, but not as good as they looked against Denver, New England, Miami, right?
Yeah, and those are like the three of the five worst teams, right?
Offenses.
Yeah.
Well, offenses. I mean, that's more important than team. I know we only have a short time here. I did not realize this Bears schedule. So after they play the Patriots on November 10th, Packers at home, Vikings at home, at Lions, at San Fran, at Minnesota, home against the Lions, home against Seattle, at the Packers.
Yeah, it's absurd. They have an absurdly... This is what... I bet some Bears under wins this week, and I almost never do this stuff in season.
Wow.
But that is a killer finish, and I'm not sold on the Bears yet. I mean, they have just had... And including this game and next week's... Like, they just had a run of Indy defense, Rams defense, Panthers defense. They're going to get Jags defense this week. They are going to be, that offense is going to be so overrated in a few weeks' time.
Yeah. Well, I bet against them against the Rams because the Rams blow, and I will fight anybody who thinks they're any good. McVay's doing the best he can. Their defense is awful, and they thought that they could just replace Aaron Donald with average guys, and that's not the case. But beating the Rams and the Panthers is not exactly murderer's row. So we'll see. Like I said, I agree with you. I'm on the Jacksonville side, and I think the Bears come home with an L in London. But we'll see. I mean, even as bad as the Rams were, Stafford got the ball down 6 with a chance to win the game.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I actually think the Rams kind of got unlucky in that game. I'm just thinking back on it. Anyways, it was at least closer than the final score indicated. But I'm with you on the Rams. Like, I'm not a Rams guy.
Horrible. I mean,
Stafford is just really trying to do everything. Yeah.
Bottom 3 on D. All right, so you need a touchdown here. Yeah, they're at the 50. I'm going to stop spoiling, but you got a chance here you need to get in the end zone here. That's what you need.
Man, if they could hit a quick strike in San Fran, like that, I might be asking too much right now. And Shanahan doesn't even really know how to use the timeouts at the end of the half either. He's so fucking clueless when it comes to this stuff.
Moving so slow.
Yeah, because they don't want to give the ball back to San Fran under any circumstances whatsoever. Yeah.
I mean, they're still taking their time, man. I mean, they're wasting.
Well, Kenneth Walker shouldn't have caught that ball. I mean, it's hard to say in real time. I don't blame the guy. But
they've wasted 25 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah,
like you're not going to get a touchdown here unless it's a bomb. You're going to play for a field goal.
Yeah, this is a little too slow. Well, maybe it's a bomb. Does Tyler Lockett have a catch in this game yet? No.
Almost there, buddy.
Almost there.
Do you see it yet?
Off his back foot. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Wow, DK.
If you lead him, that's a touchdown.
He underthrew the shit out of that, to be fair.
Big time. He threw off of his back foot in fairness. I don't know if he needed. I want to see a replay. I don't know if he needed to.
Yeah.
Like if the pressure
Take your
was coming
time, though.
down
Take your time. You got all the time in the world. Bad.
Yeah.
Now you burn a timeout. You go into the locker room with 3 timeouts. Now you got 2. You burn one there. Can't roll those over.
Can't take the timeouts with you. You cannot take the time.
I mean, how many seconds did they waste there? They had to waste at least 40 seconds.
So here's what I was going to, here's why I feel bad that I feel like an idiot for getting conned by Mike McDonald. And here's why. I'm very adamant, in my opinion, that I do not like when defensive coordinators get hired as head coaches. I think that they're often way too conservative. They don't know how to manage the game as well. They just don't get it. And I thought McDonald was a smart guy. I've seen him in some interviews. And listen, this is fucking 6 games into the season. I'm not saying it's completely done, but like a little bit of brain damage watching this drive, I would say.
I'm not flinching. I'm not spoiling.
Okay. It's really hard.
I feel like every time Sammy does that means something's happening.
I think it's going to be a first down. Okay, I'm watching the play. JSN, wide open.
Wide open.
Well, they told me in the chat, quit spoiling it. So they also said drink another shot. So I'll do one more as I leave, and then I'm out.
Oh yeah, you got to work tomorrow though. That's got to be tough. The Friday show after a few drinks on the Thursday night.
Nah, I'm fine. I'll be fine.
I need some Geno rushing yards is what I really need.
It'd be nice here. It'd be nice if they had an extra 40 seconds.
It really would.
Morons. Absolute morons.
I wouldn't hate a Pharaoh Brown sighting. I would not hate that. I don't want Noah Fant to get hurt, but maybe like need some fluids, dehydrated, has got to go to the locker room. Something like that.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Next time I come on, and yes, I just booked myself again. We got to have Jay get the picture of us at Carnival Court from like 2017 when we're all children.
Yes.
Is it on Twitter?
No.
Yeah, no, it is
maybe.
Actually.
Is it? Yeah.
It is.
Who's
look
Twitter
at this. They're getting inside the 10 now, but they don't have any.
Who would have tweeted this?
I did. Let me find it real quick, Jay, and I'll let you know.
I got you. I find it. Don't worry, I'll find it.
Yeah, I have all sorts of old pictures of me, Sammy, Costas, even your co-host, Ostrowski, John Anik. Who else am I missing from those? There was a lot of guys on those trips. Clay Travis, Furman, Kelly. Yeah, well, those were some interesting times.
I found it. Jay, I'm going to send it in the chat.
In the private chat. You know what? They might have cooked up this drive to perfection. Maybe we were a little bit quick on the trigger. They've used their last timeout with what, 20 seconds left here? They don't have another timeout, so they got to avoid any negative. No, Lockie wasn't there at that time.
Lockie was definitely not there.
No, he wasn't there.
Joe Osborne's there. Look, there you go.
Yeah, Joe Osborne. Will Brinson. Wow, I don't even recognize you, Sam. I don't even recognize you there.
I know. There's Ostrowski, Costos with the double guns.
Costos was a double guns guy, and he would always take pictures standing on his tippy toes.
Oh, well, he's like 5'2" in heels, to be fair.
Yeah, and he's very self-conscious about it, too. Love Nick, but...
That's 2017, man. That is 7 years ago.
That is at the Piano Bar. That is at Times Square in New York, New York. That was a night. Wow, that was a night.
Does Rob have a Mike Tyson tattoo? Am I seeing that correctly?
I do. Yeah, me and Joe Osborne both have Mike Tyson tattoos. That was a night. That was a night for sure.
I think you helped me get into a cab that night, Rob, if I remember correctly.
Sounds like something I would do. I'm the guy. I'm a good wingman to help you find your way back home. I'll tell you that. Spanky will never forget at Sloan me getting him back to his hotel room when he was sauced because he had to go the next day, take a train home to see his daughter's ballet. And he actually slept through the alarm I set on his phone. and didn't make it. That wasn't a flag to lock it there? Okay. Okay.
All right, boys. I'm pulling for a touchdown here. I'm not going to spoil it.
Pharaoh Brown on the field. I see him. 86. I mean, JSN's going to get this target right now.
How did you know that?
Because I can tell that they're going to, yeah. So, like, when I see the Seahawks line up, I don't know. It was actually, I wish I could have explained it before the play happened, because now it just looks like something happened in my head where I could see the in-breaking route and the out-breaking route there.
Hit him in the hands. I mean, he did his job on the throw.
Oh, yeah, it was fine. That was he put it in the only spot where he could have really caught it there. It's a tough catch. Like, don't get me wrong. Three wide on the left. Oh, did he get his feet in?
I think he did.
Look,
I think he did.
They're calling him out.
Like a little bit out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the.
It's on the line.
On the line.
Like,
I think he's on the line.
Do you remember the force out rule?
No.
You don't remember that at all?
Mm-mm.
When we were growing up watching NFL, if you were the defensive back, and
if he pushed you, if he negated your feet, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah,
if you didn't let the receiver come down in bounds, they just ruled that he would have come down in bounds every time. That's right. It was the force. That was the fucking dumbest rule in the existence of professional sports. Like, think about how dumb that was. That they just ruled that if he didn't let him come down, he's in bounds. Didn't matter how fucking far out of bounds this guy would have came. So 16-3.
So I know that you guys are going to talk about this when I get out of here. Big field goal to go down 16-3.
I know.
Doesn't that
the problem is
kind of feel like a white flag? Like, you go for the touchdown there.
That's first and foremost a defensive coordinator move to kick the field goal. But it should be noted, I want to see the bot's opinion on it. I don't do this math in real time, but you lose the advantage of the field position, like pinning San Fran there, if you don't get it, because it doesn't mean anything. I personally, first and foremost, would have asked my numbers guy, should we go for it? But if I didn't have one, I would have went for it on that.
You just made a two-score game a two-score game.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I mean, I don't know.
It's a tough one. What do we got for the bot here? Recommendation, go for it. So it's small, plus 1.6 win probability. I mean, it's not that small considering they're only 4% to win right now, and it's up to 6. Yeah. Yep.
What's the account? I need to follow this account. What is it?
Fourth down decision bot. So this is Ben. Do you know Ben Baldwin?
I know Baldwin. Yeah.
It's not the most. It's a good gauge. I wouldn't take it like 100% truth. A lot of times there's some buggy stuff that goes on with it, but yeah, I would.
No, I mean, look, I am all about the information. So whatever it takes. Ooh, this guy had a Tarasenko anytime goal bet. Look at that.
Oh, Moretto gave that out today. Wow.
Nice.
Moretto gave that out on Edgework today. All right, that's a good plug for Edgework. If you don't watch Edgework, I roast Moretto all the time. He looks like a complete doofus. I get it, but he's actually pretty savvy when it comes to hockey. And I would bet everything he gives out myself, seriously, if I didn't do hockey. But there we go.
When is Feinberg hopping in? Is he coming in like in a couple minutes, or do I have to wait 20 to see him? Because I will not wait.
He will. You're out of here. You've done your part, Sam. End on a high note. One more fucking wild turkey shot, and there you go. Sammy P, everyone. Hungover on tomorrow's BetQL Daily.
Don't come on. We're veterans here. Hey, to the chat. I love the chat. Thanks for having me.
Sammy P, everyone. Great guy. Thanks, Sam. Okay, I got this completely wrong. Moreto's goal scorer was Erickson Heck. He poo-pooed. Oh, even better. Honestly, it hurt me so much to have to like plug Moreto there, like pretend that I'm so happy. I'm so happy that this ended up the way it did. I'm watching the last 30 seconds of the Leafs game, by the way. I'll switch it back in a second. I just want to see I'm so happy that happened.
I mean, there's a reason why I got 16-inch TVs and not 22-inch TVs, and it's because I watched Edgework every single day and followed Moreto's picks. So
do you think,
I love Sammy P, by the way. He's a great guy. Do
you think that Moreto would be like the book at Trent of the Hammer?
It would be is.
Like we roast Matt Albert all the time because but
he's like Matt Albert is more like the guy who's like can't help himself but lose, But like I feel like Trent is like a smart guy. Moreto's a smart guy, right? But he just is like a perennial loser when it comes to picks.
No, I would say when it comes to life, honestly.
I mean, he's a Habs fan. I didn't want to go that far.
Yeah, I mean, like if you cheer for the Montreal Canadiens and you're from Toronto, you like that's the biggest loser vibes imaginable.
Don't get me started with that. But how about him? Listen, how about him going off, complaining all off season about how JJ McCarthy's hurt and the Vikings are done? And I'm trying to tell him, buddy, Sam Darnold was going to start anyways. Number one. Number two, Sam Darnold's good. Like, no, it's a wasted year. I mean, don't see that sentiment anymore, Moreto. Come on.
Yeah, I hear you. Leafs win. That's all. I'm good with that. Bung, it's your time to shine. Are we still doing Seattle at the half here is the real question. Let's see where we are halftime line. Fuck that. I mean, we would have been over water if they scored a touchdown there. Instead, we're sweating on the total. It's a tough one. Are we doing in-game PGP?
We can do one if we want. I was gonna.
You haven't done a PGP in a while. Do you need some time to sort through it, or?
I did one on Monday, and it won.
Was it Monday?
It
was Monday. I didn't remember it because I also poo-pooed it. We all did. Yeah. We all laughed at you. We all talked about it being a shit bet. I actually do think it was kind of a shit bet, but it won. Yeah. It was kind of shit. Let's be real.
It was shit, but it was good process where it's like Spags.
Oh,
good defensive second half adjustment.
Wow. You see this?
Yeah. I
by the way, wait 1 second. I'm going to pull up the flow chart really quickly.
No. I'm filling it out tonight. Don't worry about it. I'm filling it out. Don't worry about it. We got this. It's all good.
No. Listen,
we don't need to pull it out.
Betting Network. We discuss off-air stuff on air. Oh my God. The 29th.
It's getting done. It's getting done. It's done. It's done tonight. Don't worry about it. I'm staying up late. I got this.
All right. Just so everybody knows what's going on here. Jason only does some of the duties of his job. He loves being on air. I'll tell you that. But the secondary duties of his job are lagging.
I did have to adjust some stuff because I inputted stuff improperly, which is totally my bad. Like that's fully my bad. But I didn't realize that there was like a certain style that they preferred. So I did that. If that's like something, I guess
it doesn't make it better that you fucked it up the first time and you have to redo it. It shows that you took initiative to do it, but it also makes it look like you did some sloppy work.
To be fair, there was no pre-guide to it, so it's like I kind of just assumed as to what it would be. Maybe I should have asked. That's my bad.
You can ask questions. Benjamin here.
Are we sure it's not just Benjamin?
No, it's Benjamin. Ben, but I'm going to go with Benjamin. I don't know why. When I first saw it, that's what popped into my head. Again, I think if you watch Narcos, you might, I can't say Benjamin anymore. Yeah, you're not.
I don't watch Narcos. I'm not.
No, you're racist. You're prejudiced towards Mexicans. You would never watch.
Talk about the race issue. The only problem I have with race is the 800 meters. It's too long. So,
I would honestly bet second half over, but I'm already in on the in-game over, so I don't want to double down. But San Fran, 7.6 yards per play. I mean, they've moved the ball pretty religiously in this game. Seattle is pretty good when chasing. Like they did this against Detroit, right? They were kind of matching scores. I like second half over personally. Oh yeah, season 1 was in Colombia. I'm thinking Narcos Mexico. I don't remember. It's all just a blur for me right now. Yeah. By the way, last stream it was 400 meters, not 800 meters.
Yeah, I was like rethinking the ranking. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I don't have anything clever I'll have to come up with.
AJ asks, if you took 5.5 alt pregame, would you middle Hawks 13.5? So it depends if you think that that's another valuable bet, right? Listen, this is one of the worst things I could possibly say, but I just I don't want to root against my pre-existing outcome in the game unless I feel there's a really good reason to buy back the other way. You know what I'm getting at?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I never like the question of hedging because it's always about or middling, I guess, because it's always about your risk tolerance and your bankroll. That stuff is more of a factor than anything else. But also at the same time, if
pause. Bunga's spoken.
Okay. So
yes, the answer to AJ Thomas would be yes. I mean, Bung is hitting at an insane, the reverse Moretto rate right now. Jordan Mason is out. I mean, is it a factor? I don't know. Yeah.
Is he for sure out? Because someone in the chat earlier, literally a couple message earlier, I'm scrolling up, said Jordan Mason is coming back.
Oh,
Sean said Mason is coming back in at 9:42.
Let me see if he's been officially ruled out. Let me see if there's officially
back on the sideline with his helmet on. He
had his helmet on the sideline. I saw that video for sure. I'm just seeing if he's a fit. Jordan Mason concussion downgraded to out versus Seahawks. Is this a real account? Is the question?
Okay. If it's not a real, Isaac Garanado is currently plus 500 right now at Fanduel. So maybe load it up. Don't bet it. Load it up and be ready on Twitter to find that.
That's got to be fake. That's got to be fake news, by the way. It's got to be fake news. I'm looking at this account. It looks like a fake news account. By the way, listen, I don't want to roast Elon because I drive a Tesla, but this new Twitter, dude, I can't tell who's real and who's fake. I got to go search through 700 tweets before I can figure out if this person should be, no update on Underdog should tell you. Should be the real solution. It was a shoulder injury. Fake account.
I mean, I don't know.
Even Bung got got. What are you going to do? Once you get Bung. If you get the best, Okay, this is a good time, by the way. We're at the half. Smash the like button down below. We're at 103 likes. There's more than 3 times the amount of people that are watching this right now. Take 1 second. Everyone at the same time, if you haven't liked the stream, just like it. That way, YouTube sends us out to another audience. And
if we cross 200 before Jeff gets on, I will stay off the screen for the rest of the show. We're at 118 right now.
You do not have the self-control to do that. You're gonna.
I do.
I do. I don't believe you.
How about this? Let's compromise. No video. I'll be in the background with audio.
No. See now.
Okay, fine. You right now.
You have realized right now. See, you're oh, this is a mistake. I've made a huge mistake. I should be on screen, and you don't have it in you to be able to do that. What are you guys sweating in W? What's the WNBA sweat right now? I need to know that. By the way,
why is my only fan Gilf Jenny? I appreciate you, Gilf Jenny, but I mean, Vinny hates me so much he has alt accounts that ugh.
Yeah.
Bung, what's the drink of choice tonight? What's the drink of choice tonight?
Me, I'm just drinking a coffee, man.
Oh no. I don't care about what you're drinking. I care about what Bung is drinking.
Why?
He said he's not in bed in kitchen making a drink. So we got
a you don't pay attention to the chat at all? You ever pay attention? He's drinking margaritas, dude. He's announced it about 100. Joel Eriksson-Ek just scored. Moretto nailed it. Eriksson-Ek, suck on that. Who was the guy that bet Tarasenko?
Albert?
No, the guy in the chat.
I don't know.
Oh,
Guys, you have like
you're fucking out of it tonight. You are out of it tonight.
I'm bad with names.
Jordan. It was Jordan. Sorry, Jordan. Jordan, good hit on Tarasenko, but bow down to the jester of hockey picks, Alex Moretto.
Maybe it's time to get Jordan on for Albert though at this point. Okay, wait, pause, time out. I actually like Albert. I think he's a funny guy. But can we just get him to clean his room before he goes on air? Or like even just like grab the stuff and shove it in a corner. Like I can't have the laundry bin with like clothes strewn around it.
Yeah.
On stream.
My patience is wearing thin with Albert. However, he does pay us for the time. So
I mean, wait, what else would he do?
No, we don't pay him. He pays us.
Wait, you guys people get paid for this?
Not you. But he pays us. No, listen, Albert is honestly, he was the worst watch-along guest in the history of this watch-along. You could not possibly get worse than Matt Albert on the Forward Progress watch-along, but he's actually a great kid and has really good chemistry with Moretto and Somani. And when I join the show later on in the year as well, when football's done, there's nothing I enjoy more than roasting Matt Albert.
I will say, like if I were to like go through and Jordan Mason is in at running back, by the way, from from Cam Inman, who's a 49ers reporter, reputable source. He's in.
Damn, I need 11 yards from Debo to hit that alt.
Fuck.
Damn.
What were we talking about? Albert. What was I going to say about Albert? I forgot. This is what I was going to say. If we were to actually like truly rank like appearances, I actually would put Albert in S tier because it was so bad. It crossed the uncanny valley of like dog shit into like just like train wreck can't turn away from.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. It was one of those that like people will be watching that watch along 10 years from now, being like, what the hell were these guys doing? Yes, Revolut me. It was the guy who cleans the ice. He shovels the ice at MSG. That was him.
Oh my God. It was just the skate story is what got me. It's just like, so then what happened with your skates? You tracked it down?
How did they not call a hold? Did anyone not see this hold on the right side of the screen here? No.
I missed it. Like you know what else?
Mason just pulled himself out of the game again, by the way. He went to the sideline and he looks like it's done.
Garendo off the board.
He got his skates stolen. Yes, that was him.
Garendo off the board.
How are you always on the wrong market?
It's closed.
I understand. So what? Explain this to me.
Look.
Explain this to me. Question number 2. Why would you bring up the screen for the market that doesn't exist right now?
It's closed. I'm waiting for it to be open so that it can be.
Bring it up on the screen when it's open. Okay. Am I asking too much here? Am I asking too much?
That's fair. We missed it though. I think we missed it.
Yeah, Goran.
You know what else? You know what else we missed? The opportunity to not have me on screen for the next the next half, because
right,
Jeff,
get the hell out of here.
Jeff's below.
Jeff's below.
Their last chance. I'm giving them a last chance to push.
What a last chance? Get out of here. It's done. Feinberg's coming in. The people are here for Feinberg.
Oh.
Did I get you on too early?
Nope. I'm okay.
You seem like you're in good spirits tonight.
I'm in really good spirits.
It seems like you got your audio setup is better.
Yeah, no, I'm going to be back
better.
in 6 seconds because I just
the focus is like maybe like you just hit a bong or something and there's like some smoke in between the camera lens or something. No?
Yep, just 1 sec.
Jeff in 240p.
Minus like Jeff is minus 220 to be like some form of issue every time. It was Mike muted for the first 3 shows, but now
Jeff
it's like
is an absolute beauty. No one roll one up for Jeff. Yes, absolutely.
There we go. Tackle him.
Georgie, we want the over and under. Yeah, I think he's 3 for 39. It's going to be tough now. You need a negative reception.
Or like on the one, maybe they don't trust Garendo to slam it in.
That's a good call. That's a good call. Get in the end zone from the one. Way ahead. I'm way ahead. There's no way we're way ahead.
Clock countdown on the next.
Okay, I'll do a clock countdown right before we let Jeff in here again. Hopefully he's back into like. Oh, there he is. I said I would before we let him in, Jason, but I'll count the clock. 7, 6, 5. Snap. That didn't really help anyone. Jeff, you're following up Sammy P. Sammy P was ripping some shots in here in the second quarter, man. Some wild turkey.
That's a tough act to follow. I really like Sammy.
Yeah. He said to say hello to you.
Send my regards back virtually.
Yeah. Okay.
Good guy.
Yeah. I agree.
I like him. I like Joe. I think that's a good
it's a good combo.
That's a fun little show.
Yeah.
If you're looking for gambling talk that time of day.
Oh, you guys are way ahead. I'm behind. Yeah, I know. This is the fucking prime game. I've talked about this before. We get scammed on the prime game in Canada. What's with the USA hat, Jeff? You try to appeal to our American audience?
No, it's just here. I got a few souvenirs in Montreal at the President's Cup. Got an international hat also, so I guess you could say I'm playing both sides.
Time out. Just make sure your mics are properly plugged in.
Mine?
Yeah. You get the mute button because there's just like I'm getting a little bit of popping. I don't know if you getting that, Rob, or no?
I got a pop. I hear a pop. Bung Magoo's ears are in shambles right now. Poor guy.
Pop.
No, I think we're good now. I think we're good. Who is that just got the ball? Patrick Taylor. I fucking knew there was a chance Taylor might get in here in the red zone. God, if Taylor scores and I didn't bet Taylor, you know how depressing that's going to be tonight? Oh, man, that's tough. We're good now, Jeff. We're good.
Could he be Trent Taylor? I don't see any Patrick Taylor.
No, it's Patrick Taylor, dude. What Trent Taylor?
I don't. I'm just looking. Listen, I'm looking at the board. That's the only guy I see that's named Taylor, unless I don't know how to spell Taylor.
Well, it's not Trent Taylor. I'll tell you that. It's Patrick Taylor.
Patrick Taylor from Memphis.
If anyone can find where we can bet that, it'd be nice.
Who'd you say, Jason? Tim Taylor?
Patrick Taylor. Apparently, he's a white receiver.
Patrick Taylor Trent is a receiver? I don't know who Patrick Taylor... I'm not going to lie to you people. I know pretty much all the players around. I don't know Patrick Taylor Trent. At least I don't think so.
How shit was that end of half situation from Seattle?
Very shit for my live over, I'll tell you that. Fucking like Mike McDonald basically took a dump in my mouth with that, with the amount of time they took off the clock there to get 3 points.
Yeah, I saw you and Sammy talking.
Oh, did he catch that? Kittle,
so.
What a grab, dude.
Is that a catch?
I think so, dude. I honestly think so.
Yeah, they called it one, so good for him.
Because he has to hit the pylon.
Yeah.
Let's see the replay here. Yeah, he got it. Wow. The Seahawks have to play fast now. Yeah, the Seahawks have to play fast. Okay, so
which they're good at doing, which they're actually good at doing. It's the only time they seem to play well.
Who's going to be the dump-off king for the Seahawks late in this game?
Charbonnet. No?
Charbonnet, right? I think it's going to be Charbonnet. So do we do like an alt over on Charbonnet receptions? Charbonnet right now is 1 for 15. I think that's kind of correlated, honestly. Do 4+ receptions? Sharps? Am I out to lunch? I think it is.
I agree with this, but if you're gonna go 4+, like might as well just fire that 5+ at +700 as well. Just like we did.
Yeah,
with
you only need an extra reception. You need one more reception.
Exactly.
It's not
one more
bet.
reception. Yeah. So
no.
Anyways.
Let's cook up an SVP.
What's the not alt line? 2.5?
It's 2.5.
It's 3.
Plus
it's like 3 on the nose.
Yeah.
3. Yeah. 2.5. 2.5. if anyone gets that reference.
Brissett was the other shit quarterback. You forgot that you were blowing Mike McDonald's tires over his Bo Nix, Brissett. I forget who was the third one. I forget.
Jeff, you watched the first half, man. I'm really proud of you. You watched part of the first half.
I was walking the dog, and I'll watch it sometimes instead of like streaming the game. I don't know. I'm not opposed. I was just checking in. Yeah.
I didn't even know you had a dog, man.
I have 2 dogs.
2 dogs.
3 kids, 2 dogs. A fucking circus.
You want a tortoise?
No, I know he's gone.
He's gone.
I saw you talking because I'm sure lots of your like regulars or your like a lot of your internet friends, they know about the tortoise. So I've seen you have to answer. I see you having to explain to Clive what happened to the tortoise after you explained it to me last week. So
very disappointed in Clive for not having the. You know what? You remember when Jeff, back in the day when I used to intern for Sports Rage before I produced it, I was the guy who had to make the show notes every night to post to our website so that anyone who missed the show could still be updated on the storylines that happened. I think we almost need to get to that point for the watch along. Maybe AI can do it for us. We just run an AI summary every 5 minutes. That might be enough. But yeah, very disappointed in Clive. Very.
Well, no, I'm not disappointed. I wouldn't expect what do you think? It's like an episode of a show. He has to keep up with the storylines.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's on the watch along every Sunday night. He's got to keep up with the storylines. He's got to keep. Oh, Bung Magoo rips another bet. Gino rushing 40 plus 17.
I don't mind that. Well,
yep.
He's not afraid to take off. Wow, big.
I missed that. You're ahead of me too.
How is Jeff ahead of us? This makes no sense.
Well, I don't know who scored, but I was looking at one of the
Laviska
Chenault, former Panther.
Laviska Chenault.
No, this is horrible for our Charbonnet bet, man, but it's good for the over. Anyways, you know what?
I don't think it's that bad for the Charbonnet. They're still going to be in blood dump. They're in blood dump the rest of the game.
Wow. Laviska Chenault.
Cancel.
Okay, he's in the end zone. There's nothing that there's
97 yards.
Yeah, that's what happens when you kick to fucking receipt. Just boot it through the end zone, man. Honestly, at this point,
he went to Colorado. Laviska Chenault.
Chenault.
It's
when he was a rookie,
it's definitely Chenault. It's Laviska Chenault. He was a second round pick that went to Colorado.
I was really high on this guy as a rookie. Where Carolina drafted him first, maybe?
Yes. Yeah, it was Carolina. Yeah. He fumbled earlier, so he made up for it now. Jeff.
Yeah, and I actually thought Matt Rule drafted him. Couldn't even fucking use the guy.
No,
maybe he sucks, but whatever.
I mean, he returned this for a touchdown, but for the most part, he sucks, I would say. He's kind of found his role as a returner. Okay, I want to talk about circle back just for 1 minute because there's some controversy happening here. And I've been told that you've been telling people that that this was your idea for a show.
No,
this is what I've been told.
That's not true. I said this is literally like having the idea of putting French fries in a hamburger. That's all. But I said that
so you're shitting on me for having the idea because it's such a basic bitch idea, basically.
Rob, firstly, I've been on Mayo Media Network for years telling other people to do this show. Like I wanted this show, like maybe more brash. Literally, I tell people be like, how do I get into podcasts or sports? Well, I mean,
why do you make the people sound like they're complete idiots when you use their voice? You impersonate their voice like they're stupid.
If a kid asked me, for years I've been saying, listen, the worst thing you could do is like get into this clusterfuck of like ranking players. Like, what do you? I'd say would take you a lot farther than like doing tight end rankings. Is like being a Cole's Notes of internet gossip or talking about the gossip yourself. So that's all. Literally, I've even said to Rob, and I've said to you, Rob, when we went to Ricci's, you got me a beautiful Panzo. It's like, I'm on this network. I'm fun for the watch alongs, but like, I'm never going to join a best bet show. Like, I'm never going to be on a best bet show.
No, this is in your wheelhouse, dude. This is like,
yeah, because I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't want to say I'm uncancelable because we're all cancelable, but I don't really. I'm not looking to be hired. How do I put this? Like, I don't need anyone's job, so I'll say whatever I want.
Yeah, I like that. That's why you're perfect for the show. I like that, and you'll beef it up with the gatekeepers of gambling Twitter. That's what I need. I like that.
I'll tell you about this. It's the gatekeepers that I got no time for. Like, I will not argue. No offense. I will not argue with like a Joe Blow telling me like, oh, you're an idiot or that take is wrong. It's more so these gatekeepers where it's like, for starters, they're not satisfied with a certain structure or hosts of a fucking internet show that makes fun of other people's tweets.
Yeah.
Like, what are they exactly looking for? They want some Ivy League panel of like arbitrage fucking superstars like themselves to break down other goobers' tweets. Well, guess what? You're getting Pizzola and other goobers to break down goobers' tweets. That's what you're getting.
Yes.
That's what you're getting. There's a need in the marketplace for people to make fun of people's tweets in the gambling space, and we're going to fill that hole. We're going to fill that gap. Now, until you've got your fucking team of smart-ass super bettors doing it, we're doing it. And these guys are going to keep watching. They'll scroll to see which fucking tweets you picked out for that fucking timeline, and then whether they like what we're saying or not, they're going to zip to the segment they want to see, and they're going to watch every single fucking time, like clockwork. I have zero doubts.
I mean, I will tell you, just for that episode alone, like first 24 hours, pretty much did like 99th percentile views for us and listens in that time.
So
average watch and listen time, absurdly high. Like it's not for everyone, and I'm sure that there's like a lot of the sharps that they don't want to hear from like a Jason or Jeff. I get that. Yeah. And it's totally fine, but like you can just not listen. I mean, it's
but the show they want doesn't fucking exist.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but it doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Like, that's it. The people who they want to do the show are busy.
Yeah, like
and the people who are available are us, and we are not going to so it's like I might doing a show like that, it's almost like, sure, like you gotta put yourself in the crosshairs to make fun of other people. You have to open yourself up to be made fun of. And I'll probably even work like hard to maybe not even look at the comments in a show like that, like different from other shows that I do. When like you're directly calling out other people, I believe I'm fair game to be called out. That being said, what I will not stand for are the fucking gatekeepers being like, oh, you guys aren't like smart enough to be doing this fucking show. Yeah, smart enough to be doing like what?
It's just stating an opinion. It's literally just
making fun of bad tweets. Like, I'm okay.
It's not even bad tweets. It's just conversation. Like, yes, and a lot of them will be bad tweets.
You're right.
But it's just conversational. Like, it's like ignoring the fact that another portion of gambling Twitter exists, like, which is even larger than the sharp version. Anyways, I get really sick of this stuff too, because I'll be honest, Jeff, I wanted to do. Me and Johnny did some stuff on Circles Off, which were like reacting to other videos on YouTube, which got a lot of hits. I wanted to keep doing that stuff, and I wanted other sharps to be a part of that. I reached out to them, and nobody wants to do it.
Yeah, nobody wants. I get it. They got things to protect. They got like
why are they punting? What are they doing, man? Is this real life? I mean, this is
starting
Shanahan.
to feel like that fucking Rams 49ers game a few weeks ago, where they just kicked so many field goals. I hope not, because I actually want the 49ers to win.
Yeah.
But I enjoy, and in terms of, again, like thinking any level of creating or inventing, no, that would be like walking into a deli and telling someone you invented the turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yes.
I literally just said, in terms of me, this is really the only lane. And I'm pretty like upfront and I think, how do I put this? Like transparent about what I am, who I am, especially.
By the way, sorry to interrupt you. That's exactly why you're part of the Hammer, just so people are aware. Like, I've never cared whether or not someone wins or loses. I don't give a shit as long as they are upfront with the audience. That's all that matters to me. And like, this show is supposed to have an entertaining element. That's what's missing from. We are very informative for the most part, but that only appeals to a certain segment of the population. On
it's
this
very
show,
hard, Rob, to like pretend you're an expert.
Yeah,
like it is. It's just it's too competitive, and there's just
people see right through it. If you like,
there's just too much information that, like, when I watch your show with the guys, the Best Bet show, there's just too much information being doled out to like give picks without doling out that information. If that makes,
I don't know if this is the real Fezzik or not. I have no idea, but he's a big fan of turkey sandwich in the deli.
Well, no, yeah, you can't. That's like saying you're the guy that any kid, Fezzik, at some point in their life puts French fries in the hamburger and thinks for a moment like, I've invented this. Like, right? And then you quickly like, oh shit, man. Like, no, you didn't invent putting some French fries into your hamburger. That's all I'm saying. But like, Rob, like when we worked back at Hardcore Sports Radio, you know, there were people there, or like some bosses be like, put me in positions to try to like have to pretend I'm an expert.
Yeah. I know. I
never liked that because I never was.
Well, I thought I was.
Like, in 2010, it was easier, or you could fake it. I think easier on some levels.
For sure. I in 2010, I thought I was basically Crabs Bets in 2010. Like I seriously was. Like and you know, I look back on those days and I'm like, fuck, I was a complete idiot. But yeah, I thought I was like this amazing sports bettor. I used to go to fucking Woodbine and people would recognize me and they're like, oh, Pizzola, what are the picks and this and that? Yes, Jason.
AJ Barner is on the field. Tight end.
Yep.
We got to take a look at what his touchdowns.
Yeah, he got a.
Noah Fant
did he get a catch?
What are we talking about?
No, Noah Fant is on the field with them, but they're just, I guess they're in 12 personnel. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I guess they want to run the ball more, down 13 points.
They've been really good the last few weeks when they just move fast and they find a matchup and they don't let you sub out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Giants had such ball control in that game that they had less opportunities. But it seemed like they had, even last week, Rob, like Gino had 50 yards in the first half. And then, I don't know if this is comparable, but the game ended and he had like 28 fantasy points.
Yeah, I know. I mean, gets like that sometimes. Jay asks, is anyone off limits for the show? The answer is no. But like, I don't want to turn it into us just constantly ragging on the same people over and over. I want it to be somewhat tasteful, but no. If it is prevalent on gambling Twitter, we will talk about it and we will cover it. And that's the way it's going to be. The cast that we have now is not going to be the permanent cast as well. We're going to mix in some other personalities here and there, but okay. And Amir says, why don't you bring Pat Mayo? I got to tell you something, Jeff. Oh, by the way, what's that AJ Barner number? Just out of curiosity.
Well, like,
that's a deep shot right there. That was a deep shot.
To sort of have that like vibe that at least in the moment seems like the show's trying to create. It's almost like in-house. Like at the moment, it doesn't seem like there's like Zoom guest host.
No, it's tough. We did a demo and tried to do something with like someone over Zoom. It's just not the greatest. But I mean, listen, like the inspiration for this for me was I was at a hotel room. I turned on the TV. It happened to be the TMZ show where they're in like the production room and they're just going through celebrity gossip and everyone in the newsroom is giving their opinion. And my first thought wasn't like, oh, I would like to see other big celebrities give their opinions. Like I want Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman to be talking about no, it was like, wow, this is kind of entertaining. And I think that'll be the case for most people. But
the thing is, well, I want to hear what you have to say about Pat, but the ecosystem is so big. Like I have, friends, internet friends, part of gambling Twitter who, I'd argue with, and they'd be like, to them, like that whole, just for lack of a better example at my head, because I guess, you think about them sometimes, but a lack of, like to them, like Taylor Mathis isn't like in the gambling space,
right.
Like in their gambling space. So
right.
Therefore not in the gambling space.
Yeah.
But like the ecosystem at the moment is fucking huge. It is huge. And whether someone is part of like the content you like, or even like the genre of gambling content that you're into, whether it even be sport or from the broads to the I don't even mean that offensively, because no offense, you work with what you got. Warren Sharp, those blue eyes, that mustache, he works with it and it works for him. No different than when Taylor Mathis uses what she's got and it works for her. Rob, have you pulled those in the first quarter, those Monopoly pulls? What's going on there?
I did. I got Toronto Airport and Wapusk National Park.
See, I just hope to get like a free cheeseburger. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I same with me. I would rather. When I got like a free medium fries, I'm like, fuck yeah. Like I don't give a
fries. That's the goods.
Yeah, I've been hitting McDonald's coffee lately quite a bit. First of all, it's better than the Tim Hortons coffee. It's closer to my house, and I'm kind of like, give me something to peel off, and I get pretty excited about that.
I hate to be that guy again. I know I just said Barner, but Chanel has been in the game the last three plays.
Chenault. If you say Chanel one more time,
Chenault.
Ban.
It's actually this is actually not a bit.
The Charbonnet stuff feels like that was some dead fish.
They're in the red zone. Nothing will be off. There's nothing on. It gets pulled everywhere. Yeah.
He's playing for some reason. Like Chenault is getting some legs in. I don't know if it's because Lockett is hurt or I don't know what it is.
I don't want Lockett to be hurt, but if he's in the locker room getting some fluids, some IV, that would be okay because we got his under receptions.
Yes.
How many does he have? 3?
1.
Just from the first one in the game there?
Yep. That was his first one of the game. He's got 1 reception for 37.
Like that was right at the start of the game, I mean.
No. He didn't catch one at the start of the game.
30-yarder.
NFL box score has him at 1 right now.
Okay, yeah. I believe you. Start of the game, I'm putting kids to bed, so the names can be a blur.
Mm. 2nd and goal. They got to allow the substitution. They got to allow the 49ers to substitute. And they're jumping off now. Oh, my God, what a disaster this is.
Do you know actually what I would enjoy? I actually take great pleasure in some of these.
By the way, I think they just showed Chenault yakking on the sideline. I'm not even joking. Who was that? Was it Chenault?
Yeah, it was Chenault.
Chenault yakking.
Yeah.
Do you know what I love when the 49ers have screwed some of these games and their defense has been shit? Is all of the strays that their fan base throws at Brandon Staley for being defense, or he's assistant head coach / defense. And I enjoy that. I enjoy that. I'm not going to lie. And then when Saleh got fired the other day, Rob, 49ers Twitter was just all about.
Yeah, I need to know. People want to know your take.
My
on
take
Saleh.
on what?
People really want to know your take on Saleh being fired.
I think it does seem like he's a great head coach, but I think it's safe to say, Rob, he got one of like the worst deals we've seen a head coach get in a long time. He took over the first 2 years of the Zach Wilson shit that he had nothing to do with. Nothing, was not a part of, but he was beholden to having to play that out. And then they get Aaron Rodgers, who sort of like then becomes the de facto guy in charge. And it seems like Saleh didn't even have the authority to fire Hackett at any point, who was brought in there because of Aaron. And it just seemed like Saleh, it's a lever the owner wanted to pull, but honestly, I can't think of a worse deal a coach drew in terms of actually getting to chart any course of his own. I'm not saying the worst, but it'd be one of the worst. But he'll be a coordinator. He's probably gonna have 10 offers. There's so many bloodlines from those Shanahan coaching trees that are head coaches now all over the league. From obviously going back to San Francisco, but LaFleur in Green Bay, and even the guy that ran San Francisco, Peters, is now in Washington. Like Saleh he's got too many good things going for him. Like he'll be fine, and he could be maybe even like a Spagnuolo-esque level, like great coordinator who's a shithead coach. But he got a raw deal. I like maybe he deserved to get fired, but he's still, because they're desperate, but he got a bad draw, clearly.
Yep. I'm with you. I don't think it was. Listen, I'm not a Saleh guy. I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but I think he's kind of like I mean, listen, you could have fired so many people within that org. You had the quarterback situation. There's just tons of stuff that happened. I was going to tell you this about Mayo earlier. So I recorded with him and Cam earlier this week. At the end of the show, Pat's like, how are things going? I'm like, I'm like really invested in this new show that we did, Circle Back. He's like, what is it? He's like, I didn't see it. What is it? I explained the concept to him, and he's like, oh, that's really good. It's like, do you mind if I use that? I'm like, I don't own it. Do what you want to do with it. But I didn't have the heart to tell him, like, I would rather you not do that. You know?
Yeah, I don't know what I don't know whether it's gonna be like golf specific, maybe. I don't.
Yeah, different twist on it. I'm okay with, but I don't want. Listen,
I don't even. And this, like, I'm on the internet a lot, but not gonna lie, there's some things that like I didn't see. Like Jason is the one who really lives on the internet. Don't get me wrong. I feel like we canvass for worthy tweets all the time, but I have a bit of a life where like a lot of things I'll miss. There's some beefs I just can't keep up with, and that's why in part of me like claiming the show needed to exist is like for years I was like, someone just needs to, like, even on the Substack level, like, you want a newsletter in gambling, you summarize the fights, you break down the fights like that. Like, sorry man, no offense to you and your knowledge, but unless you're the fucking best, you're gonna get a lot farther doing something like that than, again, ranking or giving us your spread thoughts. Like, no offense, it's just very competitive.
Yep, I'm with you. People want the drama, man. Oh, Niners going deep. Now you overthrew him. Chenault had the same reaction I did when Jason recommended betting him TD.
Again, like, if you're a 49ers fan, it's got to feel like some trauma from some of these losses. And it'd be crazy if they're going to lose like 3 division games in a month, Rob, leading by 10 or more points.
Yeah.
Because it just feels like, again, like it's all happening.
Agreed. Gambling drama account tried that. That account sucked. That account tried something, but did it in a way that was very ineffective. It started out really good, and then they started trying to manufacture stuff that didn't exist. What is
Was
this?
that the one that had like a TMZ,
TMZ
logo?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Wow. 49ers are going to blow another game, man. Like it really feels like they're going to blow this game.
Are we regretting not pulling that trigger on that 13-1 on
I am very much regretting it.
or the 16.5.
I like Shanahan
guys
gets
play
up 20
that?
points in a game, and this guy. No, I didn't.
I didn't play that.
I
I
should
should
have.
listen to Punk.
AJ Thomas asked about it.
I mean, I would never have
Bung
played
wanted
the,
it.
I would never have
Bung
played
is
the
all over
money
it.
line, but I was thinking about that when it was 16-0. I was, and Sammy or one of you brought up the 16, or one of the commenters brought up the
It was
16.
Bung.
and a half.
Bung
It was
Magoo.
Bung. It was our guy Bung.
I thought about it. I didn't do it.
AJ bet it. At least he bet it. That's good.
I have a question for you guys. Have I been a diva today? You can say yes.
I don't think so. But I don't know.
I'm getting a lot of Jason is a diva now chat in the chat. I don't know if that's just overplayed. Listen, I'll own it if I was. I feel like
I'll tell you, I didn't think
about what?
I didn't think you were being a diva today, but an absolute diva move is to come on screen and ask if people think you're being a diva. So the answer is now yes.
Fair and balanced, Jason. He just puts you in a box.
100%. Like you know, yeah.
Only a diva would ask, "Am
Yeah.
I being?"
You're right.
All right,
Yeah.
you got you. All right, boys. That was fun. I'm actually cheering for the Niners, but I'll enjoy the Staley memes if they blow this.
Settle this debate right now. Who was the first to come up with it? Rob, Jeff? Just one of you guys claim it.
We're not.
Rob,
We're not
Just one of you guys claim it.
You know what? I'll give it to Rob. Like the concept, for me, it was just like the concept that I could do. It's again low hanging fruit. I am to claim you invented it would be like you're like no, but hold on. Would claim like you invented being a yenta at the coffee shop, men or women. Like that's all it is.
What?
This is actually.
I'm sorry. Listen. This is we speak
I mean,
different
it's
languages,
just like,
Jeff. This is not.
What was that? I don't even know.
Like Yiddish for me, basically. Yeah.
It's just like saying like we're just gossiping. Like gossip isn't like to claim you invented like gossiping about other people, even with the camera. There's no concept. Rob actually that idea, like Rob actually took it and gave it like the TMZ newsroom big board. With the list and then just sort of shooting the shit in person. So like he took it like he act like, no, this is all Rob's. I'm just saying for a couple of years, I said, Rob, the only way I can really contribute, I think, is if you want to talk about other people.
We did have other ideas. You guys do remember bathroom bets, right?
Oh yeah, okay. Bathroom bets, yeah.
It would have been pretty costly to build out that studio, though, where we're all just sitting in.
Yeah, I don't know if the payoff you'd ever get the payoff from the build out costs. Like, maybe
I still like the idea. Yeah,
toilet paper or a plunger.
Yeah, Charmin, brought to you by
plumber.
Charmin.
All right. When did Ricci's happen? When did Ricci? Just let us know.
We're going to redo Ricci's. By the way, Jeff, Ron Papa just messaged me. He said we got to do a Ricci's. Me, you, Jeff,
okay. And Rob, I've been back to Ricci's. Yeah. God damn it. Those chicken wings are some of the best I've ever had. But you wouldn't think to get the chicken wings at Ricci's.
You know what? I don't think I've ever had them at Ricci's, to be honest. There's so many good Italian options. I never thought to get the chicken wings.
You would trust, dude.
All right.
They're like,
we got to wrap this up, Jeff. I got to kick you off.
I've been trying to leave 3 times. But
okay, get the hell out of here. Jeff Feinberg.
It was another thing we left Jason out of. Ricci's.
Yes. One day. Later, Jeff. Only reason I ask is because Hitman comes on and he gives out bets. Usually they lose, like last time. He gave out 2 bets, they lost. But if he has a bet, we want to get it ASAP.
Yeah, quickly. The show we were talking about in the chat, if you want to bookmark it and go back to it later. People were asking what you guys talking about. That's what we're talking about.
Hitman, what's up?
You're really going to give the chat the blue balls because I don't got shit to give now.
You know what? It's better that way. It's better that way.
I'm so what's the word to use? I'm still upset over last week's.
Hitman's going to give Walker over
Irving Rashad White.
That honestly, listen, I'm a big believer in right side, like wrong result. And that was a very good handicap that just got.
Yeah, well, I know.
on
The whole handicap, as I said, I believed White was getting the next drive, but that's what happens when you bet on the most inefficient runner in the league. And you bet against Bucky Irving. So it happens. But yeah, we're doing better today. You'll notice we're not on the couch today, Rob.
Yeah, how's, the rash
hives,
is gone.
Yeah, the hives are pretty much gone. You know, I've been using the dermatologist's, following the dermatologist's orders. So we're doing well tonight. I don't got much. I haven't placed one live bet this entire game. So a little low on the action today.
Yeah. Well, it's all right. No more herpes is good for sure.
You know, I think I'm just gonna ride high off my my leaderboard on the forward progress.
All right. Are we? Someone explain why this play is under review to me. I missed it completely. I was listening to Hitman, but also Hitman, we got to sync up on the next play. I think you might be ahead of me tonight.
Really? That would be a new one.
Oh, did they punt and it touched the Seattle player?
I mean, I don't got the volume on, but didn't he get pushed into him?
It looked like that. It looked like someone got pushed into someone.
Is that reviewable? Like if he got pushed into him?
So they picked up the flag, I think. And what San Fran is challenging is that it hit the Seattle player because they ruled that it didn't. But if it hit the Seattle player, that would be a San Fran ball.
I just got one of the best texts that you could get in life. It's a text from Joey Knish that says, "Are you awake?" I feel like the booty call right now, and I know he's going to send me a banger probably.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm interested. Let's
I got to get down on it before I say anything, so I can't give no promises.
Just drop it in the private chat. It's all good.
All right, it starts in 10 minutes. If the line's still good, I'll give it out a minute before it starts.
What the heck is that, man?
Dude, I bet this shit, Jason. I can't.
Yeah, it's also
it's for somebody else too. Maybe that would be the move you would give, Jason. You would just blow it up on him. But
he is a diva. He is a diva. He would do anything he can to get the extra attention. It is generally bad etiquette if another person sends you a bet and you're live on air and you just give it out to everyone.
Okay, fair. I don't know the rules.
Knish would totally do that, by the way.
Yeah.
Knish
it's also
totally,
Knish. Like,
you know what he would do? You know what he would do? He would get the opposite side on the stream, let it steam, and then he would just bet the right side. That's what he would do.
No. Knish for sure would give the bet, but he would claim it as his own bet. He would not say
his own origination.
100%. He would not say like so-and-so sent it to me or I got this from someone else. He would say, I think this is a good bet it type of situation. So yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess it right now.
I'll claim it to be my own pick, Has that been happening recently? People taking other people's picks, right?
It's pretty rampant in the space. So I got to ask you, just out of curiosity, is it the Sharks Blues game?
Yes.
Okay. That game's going to start right now. Like it's going to go off the board right now.
Yeah, just ask me at 10:36.
Okay. So Tunes gave out the, listen, I'm just gonna. Tunes gave out the Blues today. So I imagine this is going to be some sort of Sharks bet the other way.
You think he'll just blindly fade them because they don't get along?
No, but I mean, listen, I know where Knish is getting his hockey stuff from. And guy's pretty price sensitive. Maybe the over. I don't know. I wish I had the model running right now. It's going to completely slow down.
Are you betting hockey, or did you mention something that you don't bet early, like in the season?
Yeah. So, as long as I can remember, this is true. The first, I mean, they're saying that didn't touch him. By the way, I don't know. I thought that touched him. that looked as like clear as day that it hit him. I have no idea how they did not give the ball to San Fran there. Not a homer bet. I thought that clearly hit him. I lose to start the year pretty much every year. There's something about the way that I am accounting for players who switch teams that it just doesn't work for me, and I don't want to lose and like be in a hole to start the year. So I kind of wait for 10 to 15 games worth of data for each team, and then I bet it. But I also will just still bet hockey right now. It's just not like, it's all subjective, my opinions, not math based, and smaller bets.
I don't know if you guys saw the ruling on the field, but like, or if you saw the replay of it, but like, it was very clear that Seattle guy touched the ball and
it hit his finger. His finger went like this.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell just happened. Like, if I'm shocked, dude. I saw it a couple times.
That was weird.
I thought it was a foregone conclusion.
I think the refs were tuning in a half and joined in on Bung on the 16 and a half. I think that's my theory.
Well, man of the library got the script, obviously, right? Got the script.
There's a ticket raider in AC that every time I bet there, usually like every Friday or Saturday, and she's always, as soon as I come in, yelling. Like, we're all like the managers here and everything. She's always yelling, man, my man Tommy, he got the script. He got the script on these games. He's always cashed. And I want to just say to her, like, listen, can you just like kind of not make it as obvious that maybe I have an idea if I know what I'm doing?
Dude, you give good tips when you cash the tickets?
Yeah. Listen, anybody that's betting with an advantage at casinos, one, take care of ticket writers just to be a good person, but two, like, it can go a long way. And every Christmas I go to all the casinos that they take my bets, and I give all the ticket writers like Starbucks gift cards, and just because it's more sentimental, I feel like, than just continually giving X amount of dollars. But yeah, take care of these people for two reasons. It's up to you, Rob. Do you think I do it to be a good person, or do I just have a hidden agenda? You can say the truth.
I honestly think it's a combo of both. Like, it doesn't have to be one or the other.
All right. I was waiting for the hitman's just selfish, looking out for himself. The only reason that he would do that.
So I'm just going through the Sharks Blues game right now, and I'm going to tell you, I don't want to give this out, and I actually don't think it's fair to give it out.
It's time to give it out now.
It's definitely a prop that has to do with the early game. That's what I will say.
You don't think I should say it, Rob?
I think
like, it might be something that, I think it's. If it's something that's like going to happen game to game, then you know what I'm saying? All right.
It is a prop. It is an early game prop.
Yeah, you got it.
That is 100% mispriced. I cannot say it because the minute I say this edge erodes for everyone.
All right. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry, Chad. I'll make it up for everybody.
And you can probably figure it out. Yeah, I mean, now I can't tell people.
It's not my play, so I can't do that. I'm sorry, chat. You know what? Because honestly, do you want something from me and Kanish anyway with our history on this network? Like, no. So,
yeah, it's this would be, by the way, one of the best sweats ever. I don't have the game on in front of me. What a sweat this would be. I'm sorry, people. I love you. You know, I give out bets all the time on this stream, even stuff that is an edge for me, SGP wise. This is somebody else's who found it. I cannot do it. I would honestly, not feel comfortable.
Great call, Rob. Great call stopping me doing that.
Yeah. But anyways, I've said enough for people to at least be able to look into it and find some stuff that might be mispriced going forwards. Find some stuff that might be mispriced going forwards.
Good call. All Dude, I haven't even been paying attention to this game. What the hell is happening? How many pass attempts does Gino have?
Gino has 26, 14 of 26.
I'm probably fucked on underpass. And how many yards does he have? Like 210 or something?
Less, 187.
Okay. Tyler Lockett. Did you give out his under, Rob? I have his under. He's out for the game, right?
I didn't know that Lockett was out for the game. I did give out his under. That makes a lot of sense now. Yeah.
Well, I played very little on under 4.5 catches. I had more on that's a penalty. You want to sync up, by the way?
Yeah, you're ahead of me. So you know what? Honestly, you're so far ahead that I don't want you to have to pause.
It's up, dude. You do it for me, so it's your call. It doesn't.
I'm totally okay with it. I'm okay with the spoilers because most of the chat. Yeah, that was just brutal. That was brutal motion. Most of the chat is on yours, so totally fine. Looks like
I'll try not
back
to ruin
in the game.
it for you. I'll try not to ruin it.
Back. J888. I can't tell anyone afterwards. I'm serious. It's just like an unwritten rule of sports betting.
Yeah.
It's an edge that might exist for someone over a long period of time. And it's related to early game hockey.
When he sent it to me, like I wasn't even thinking about that. They're like, oh, this could be game to game. But no, you're right.
Yeah. Listen, I love you guys. Honestly, I would do it. Yeah.
If it happened to me, if Knish did it to me, I would send Joey Tunes to Detroit to knock him out.
When you're in, when you do the AC runs, do you ever use Simon Hunter as one of the runners?
Well, he has claimed that he has runners in AC.
He says it all the time. I'm listening to the show every week, man. I'm listening to the show all the time. He's like, yeah, I set my runners out to this, to bet that. And then like he always says he sent his runners out to bet a number that doesn't exist anywhere in AC. Like it drives me insane. This guy drives me nuts.
Yeah. Well, AC's become a little bit of a poverty sports betting town. It's getting harder and harder to get down there. Like the spot, I just think it's because there's a lot of pro bettors in New Jersey, and AC has gotten hurt. Like DraftKings in AC used to have kiosks that had very high limits.
Yep.
And they would not move off of them. And they would be open all night. And there was crews of people that used to go there at like after hours and everything. And like they took a absolute beating. And now the kiosks are dead there. Yeah, they're just not usable. They're like $50 max bets or something. But yeah, a lot of
want to bet there anyways.
Which O lineman is this that's down? Is that Banks? Yeah, it's their left guard, Aaron Banks. Okay. Not great. Yeah, that's maybe, you know what? Now that you say that, maybe that's why Simon was extradited to Hawaii. Maybe he could get better bets down in Honolulu than he can in Atlantic City nowadays.
You want something funny? So I was with a friend of mine that I don't see him often. And this was over the summer. And he was just talking about, he's into betting. Like he's not a pro bettor or anything, but he's just into betting. And he was like, there's this guy I listen to on this podcast. He's like, Simon Hunter. He's like, have you heard of him? Is he legit? And I was like, what do you think? Do you think he's legit? He's like, man, I listened to him for like a few episodes. This guy's a fucking moron.
Yeah. You know what?
Well, you don't have to be that sharp to be able to tell that, I guess. The Hawaii story. I think the Hawaii story is better. That's his Mona Lisa. That is number one. What's number two?
Oh, well, number two would have been a few weeks, like last week, would have been Green Bay. How the Green Bay Rams game played out for him over the course of the entire week.
He gave out each side like 4 different times.
He went on Sunday on air, immediate reaction. I'm betting Green Bay -3. And then they got to the Tuesday show and Chad's like, oh, like they get to that game. He's like, you like Green Bay? He's like, no. I bet the Rams +3.5. I bought off of Green Bay. And Chad's like, why'd you do that? And he's like, I can't, like, he's like, if I told you why I did it, I would have to pay someone 6 figures. And then Chad is like, oh, that means you got some information on the game. He's like, I'm just warning you about that game. There's something up with that game. And then on the Thursday show, he added on the Rams, made his position +3. And then obviously nothing happened. There's no information on that game. Like no injury news that came out of anywhere. Just guy completely makes stuff. When he said that he was in the draft room for one of the teams that was picking, like in the
that one.
He is just a fucking compulsive liar. I'm doing this. I am doing the favorites live watch along at some point, but I'm doing it behind a paywall. You have to pay to see that because I'm going to struggle through that.
What would you say? Do you think he does bet like a sizable amount and like it makes him believe that he is like doing this for like, would you say his over under bet size is 5K on like an NFL side?
I think he actually bets. So I would love
to
do like a documentary on him. Like just call
there
it up.
was a Square sports book that like he was posting tickets from that doesn't take a lot of money from a lot of people, and he was getting pretty big limits.
I'm trying to decipher the story, right? Like I don't understand. I think he has some sort of client list. I think he has a client list that he sends plays to.
But why wouldn't you advertise your tout service?
Because apparently he tells people all the time that he's not allowed to because of the people that he works with would get upset at it.
They'll threaten to kill him and they'll send him to Hawaii.
Yes.
And he lives in Jersey, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, God.
Debo.
What if I run into him at an AC at a sports book? Would you be upset with me if I just said I just kept quiet and just walked away? Or would you want me as a friend of yours to confront him?
I would start asking him some questions. Man, Debo's head almost got ripped off on that play. Debo gets hurt on so many plays. It's I don't know. I would want you to go up to him and talk to him. Just like get a general sense of what's going on. Kittle's on the sideline.
I'd like to get a hold of some of the limits he has at some of these places, but some people, it's like you just have to turn down partnerships with. Like you're like, you know what? I don't think I could ever reason with this person.
I'm fascinated by like him. I need to know the story. You don't understand. I need to know the story. By the way, great job, Jason, getting that up on the bottom screen there. I think we'll do that going forwards, just so if people come in, they can.
Is this what you guys placed live? Or
this is everything that we have going on.
Everything pregame.
Like
anything that's close. Anything that's close pregame. Like I didn't include. I mean, I should probably take out Debo now, but whatever.
Can we add Geno Smith under pass yards and under pass attempts to the sweat list?
Sure.
All right.
I mean, I wouldn't trust Jason to be able to do that properly, but
nice throw.
He'll get it. He'll get it going. Yeah, I don't like. I want to be part of like. I want to put on like an Ali G disguise and approach this guy and be like, we want to do a day in the life of Simon Hunter. Give us full access. And I want to I need to figure this all out because something doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense to me. I think he is a runner for someone. That's what it seems like because he would be then getting access to someone's sharp plays. But he talks like the way that this guy talks. It's like he talks to 30 professional bettors a week. Like, I was talking to this pro and this guy's got, like, it's got to all be made up. I don't know anyone who speaks like this or could possibly have these interactions.
I'm not as big, like, I don't take in a bunch of content, like, other than from, like, people that I actually think that they have an idea of what they know, that they have an idea of what they're doing. So I didn't know who he was. And I listened to the original podcast, like before you did the reaction video when I was driving home one day, the Ross Tucker one. And I was just absolutely baffled. Like, and have no idea who this is or anything. Didn't know the backstory. And I just said, what is happening?
By the way, we, that prop won. It did win.
Debo Rush?
No, the NHL one. No?
Oh, sorry. No, I thought you were talking about Debo Rush. Sorry.
No, not Debo Rush. The NHL one.
I got a message from Kanish. It said, Payne lost.
Did
2
it?
minutes later. Wait, we win.
Yeah.
He said, Payne lost. 2 minutes later, wait, we won. I said, what happened? He said, all the sites say we won. So.
Yes. Yeah, there could be. So one of the challenges with NHL props is, God, sometimes like you don't know how they're going to be scored. It's absurd, dude.
Yeah.
You think the NFL's bad?
Props, just like NFL live props, we don't know, Jason, when hold up, let's say the word. Statistician. I almost screwed it up. Statistician is going to cheat us on a half yard at the end, right, Jason?
We got screwed. Kanish. Oh my
God. Did
God.
you ever send anything in?
I did.
You actually did? Wow.
I did. And they told me that it's where the ball is spotted, but the ball, like I sent you the picture, it's spotted on the same fucking hash. Like, what the hell is this? Like,
yeah, I think somebody made the call, to be honest.
I think so too. What are you sweating again, Hitman? Anything else other than Gino?
Lock it under.
That's fine.
4.5 catches. That's going to win. And 44.5 yards, 45.5 yards.
Yeah. And he still might be shedding some herpes virus.
How many catches does Kittle have? I don't have that much on that.
Kittle's got 4 for 49.
I have under 4.5 on Kittle.
What was his yardage? His yardage was more than 49, probably. Right?
It was 48.5, I think. I think he's just over. Yeah.
That sucks. Juszczyk is also getting work out of the back. They're going to kill my guy Juwan Jennings here.
Yeah, that was, man. We're not going to get another point. I'm going to lose the live over. We're not going to get another point.
What about that? Oh God.
Yeah, it's supposed to be on the sweating ticker, but I don't see that there, Jason.
I have a question for the chat.
In my head, it was cash, which I fucked up.
What was your question?
In the next week or two, I spoke to you, Rob, a few weeks ago about this, but would anybody be interested if we had a pro golfer on the stream for one of the fourth quarters with me? He needs a little bit of help for Q school coming up. And we're going to see if anybody has any interest. Ask him some questions on why we all suck at golf. And,
we're going to have him on. We're going to have a golf Q&A during one of the quarters. No problem. Done deal.
All right. He played on tour. He lost his tour card, and he's trying to make a comeback on tour. And a lot of like these mini tour guys, and he was playing in like the PGA Latin Canada tour. Yep. They just don't make much money. Like you're just kind of gambling to make it back to Corn Ferry or back to so all right, yeah, I'm in the process of doing something with him. We might try to like advertise him doing like some online lessons and everything. And,
we'll promo whatever. I mean, as long as he's not scamming like Simon Hunter, we'll promo him, no problem.
He is the last time I've golfed with him 4 times this year, and the last time I played with him, he shot 62 right in front of me. So he is not scamming people. For 1 second. He is not scamming people like Simon Hunter.
Okay, I will say, and I should probably say this for when Rob gets back, but I think there's a piece of content that we can make work over here because Canada has some great golf courses. Maybe next year we talk about this, but me versus your friend here, I get 250 strokes, and I see if I can get a better score than him with 250 strokes.
I say if we ever do it, like let's do something Rob and I against you and him.
That's actually really good.
But it has to be like alternate shot or something.
Okay,
you know, it can't be scramble.
Not best ball. Yeah. Not scramble.
You know, because if it's scramble, he's just gonna shoot 65.
Yeah, he's gonna shoot every shot.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly.
No, yeah, I love that. I love that. Any excuse to get you out to Canada, we'll do that. Like we're here for it.
Yeah,
you're like no.
His ultimate goal is not to be in Canada next year. He wants to be the Canada South America tour. He wants to be on Corn Ferry or PGA, but he might have to settle for the Canada tour back-to-back years.
I guarantee you, we have like way better golf courses than you. Like within an hour radius of Toronto than
New
York, where you are.
The Atlantic City area has some really nice golf courses.
Okay, fair.
I love the AC area.
I also my United States geography is not the best. So is this the previous? This was the one from. This isn't the most recent punt. Yeah, that was the previous one. Okay. Yeah.
Kittle in the locker room.
I hate to see guys getting hurt.
Yeah,
That
especially
sucks.
when we got under 4.5 catches.
Yeah. No, we like what someone in the chat played the inverse correlation 10-1. Kittle under 48.5 over 4.5 reception. Sorry, under.
Oh, Lockett. No, how many yards does he have? Like 42.
Lockett.
D2. He in the chat. He didn't play in college. He went straight to being a pro out of high school.
Respects. Lockett. What are we sweating here? Hey man, Lockett unders.
Yeah, what does he have?
Receptions?
No, yards.
Oh, yards. He's at 43 right now.
Oh, I'm winning by like 1.5 yards. I'm losing all the Geno stuff.
Yeah.
I'm losing all the Lockett. That's over.
I thought you had Geno overs.
Well, I mean, who are you listening to?
That's what it says underneath. I don't know.
Oh, where did you get over live
I don't know.
passes
I'll switch
at 43.5? Like
I don't know. I don't know what number you played it at. I don't know what number you played it at. You said it.
Will you just make it up?
I thought that's what you said. I'm sorry. I thought that's what you said. Oh man, Saturday show is going to be fun. Saturday show is going to be fun.
I think we're like 10-5 on it.
Yeah, you're fucking crushing. Like, and I think I'm still above water on the SGPs because I hit like a 6 plus 690 in the first week. So technically above water still.
You hit one with me on there in the first week.
Yeah, David
Lions
Montgomery. Yeah, you remember that one? Montgomery over 45.5 rushing yards, something like that. 55.
Wasn't that my play that I gave out?
Yeah, I used.
So now you're just stealing plays.
Wait.
That's what we're doing now.
I use your play as inspiration to build an SGP.
Classic Jason move. Scumbag move, for sure. 100%. He had to replace G-Stack as the scumbag on the show this year.
Big plays coming, Rob. I won't say if it's good or bad.
Okay. I came into this room and Terry McCauley was on audio. I don't know if you guys heard this. On that punt return. Yes. Get in. You're not getting it. On the punt that hit the guy's finger.
Wait. Kittle to the locker room. San Francisco backup tight ends are in the game.
Sobert.
Sobert.
Jake Tongus.
Big Chungus, Jake Tongus. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's get live though. If you're not, Jake Tongus
for
is
1 second.
45-1 live right now. Sorry.
You can bet it. Bet it live. I got a pregame. Actually, it's a good idea. But they did not have the same view that we had on the TV broadcast to decide that play. He went under the hood, and all they had was some sort of fucking raw view that didn't have the same viewpoint where it hit his finger. This is a multi-billion-dollar league that we bet money on, where there was a very clear view. And I honestly can't believe it. I cannot believe that was real life. By the way, Kittle's playing the whole time. The whole time?
He went to the locker room. They showed a video, literally 20 seconds. Oh my God, it's Taylor though.
Yeah, Taylor.
What are you rooting for?
So we pregame we bet Sobert and Tongus anytime touchdown. Jake Tongus. Are you familiar with Jake Tongus? It's right below. You could just see it. What the fuck is going on? And I was trying to run.
Chosen, we're not playing this game. I actually believe that the NFL we're not doing the conspiracy theory game here tonight. We already talked about the hurricane conspiracy theory, whatever else. We're not doing the NFL conspiracy theories tonight.
Hurricane conspiracy. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they made the category 2 a hurricane a category 5 because it was going to hit red states. Don't you guys know this?
I told you that you weren't supposed to tell anyone that. Like I got direct lines. I got direct connects to the guys upstairs who make the weather. Listen.
I know. The meteorologists are going to be upset with you.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Rob, our mutual friend in the chat, Mike Durso, he is not a Jason fan. Mike Durso is not a Jason fan.
Of course, it would be Kittle. Anyways, we'll take it. We had to cash the over. Kittle's in. Over's in. Let's go. Gino birthday going to shit.
I lost on Kittle under catches. I'm about to lose on Gino and Lockett unders. And all this is happening while
Lockett's on 2 catches. We're still okay for.
I have more on the yards.
Yeah,
I'm winning by like 1.5 yards. All this while I'm sending my wife on a vacation this week and paying for all of it, obviously, and I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose like the entire vacation times like 2-3x. So,
well, you got the house to yourself, man. That's a pro move for sure.
What am I going to do with the house? I mean, I'm literally going to do the same thing. On Sunday, I'm going to stare at my computer screen for 15 hours. On Monday, I'm going to
get a rash in the hot tub and sleep under a blanket.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to stare at my computer screen on Monday for 15 hours. I'm going to get a rash in the hot tub guy's coming tomorrow. Probably fix it. And I've had like 20 problems with it.
Wow.
Mike Durso's right. Tuesday, play golf. A lot. My schedule, I'm not easy to kill. Or I am easy to kill. I mean, I'm easy to find.
My new place has a hot tub as well. Maybe we'll just do a watch along from the hot tub at one point.
I'm like Kramer with the hot tub, dude. The episode where he had the hot tub in the house and he was falling asleep in it.
That's
Rob,
I
have
love
to
that.
just grab my laptop charger real quick.
Go for it. Yeah, go
I'll
for
try
it.
not to remember what happened last time.
I do remember what happened last time. We'll just take you off screen. That's okay.
I just removed him just in case. And he's back.
So a lot of people unhappy with that lack of conversion there, as Al Michaels would say. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What was the total that RAS gave out? Was it 47.5?
I think. I want to say it was 47, but I could be wrong. It might have been 47.5.
I'm not 6'2". I'm 6'1".
Rob, I got 49ers plus 3.5. Should I cash? If I let it go, I win another. No, don't cash out on plus 3.5 49ers.
Wait, he said I win. Read that again.
I need clarification, Amir. I don't know what's going on here.
If I let it go, I win. So
I think he's saying, do I cash it out?
He's winning $50 less if he cashes out now.
Yeah, no, let it ride.
No,
even if it's minus 3.5, you let it ride.
Yeah. A good rule of thumb is just don't cash out on stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there are times where it could be advantageous, but a good rule of thumb for 99% of people is just do not cash out.
Agreed.
Just quickly try. Let's not dogpile, guys. Relax. It's like people can ask questions. That's what everyone's been new to the game. Like
a lot of people upset with you, Jason.
Dinger is especially not happy with you.
Dinger's pissed. Rob goes, P, why the fuck is Jason on screen? I'm sorry. Next time we'll sit in silence.
I believe his exact comment was, why have guests on if Jason talks the whole time? It's a valid point. Listen, I don't see Suns here tonight. Yeah.
I know. I'm very surprised that Dinger hasn't had anything negative to say about me. I'm on a nice streak. I don't want to jinx it too early, but
I wonder if this is extremely Dinger that we have in the chat tonight.
It feels like he's just taking digs left and right at like all of us. Like he's just digging in at us. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah. I think that might be very Dinger in the chat tonight, if you catch my drift. I think people will come around on you a little bit, Hitman. I think so.
You think?
I think so. I mean, I think some people still definitely hate you.
The tout service doesn't help some people's opinions, but it's whatever. It's whatever. Can't make
I missed this way earlier, but I need to know the story of the tactics he used to vet his runners. If we're still talking about Simon, I do need to know that story. What
do you mean vet the runners? Like make sure like they're not like they're giving him a full fill? Are they like not sending his plays off to other people? Like
I believe it is something to do with like the way that he decides if he's going to work with a runner. That's the way I interpret it. I need to hear that story. I hope that guy's still in the chat. I honestly do. I honestly do. Oh, man. All right.
Geno Smith is about to give me a lot of pain.
Well, it's his birthday, man.
On his pass attempts, 31 and
I have 35 and a half yards, like anything like low 250s.
Would you take a Geno concussion right now to cash your bet? I guess we know the answer to that.
Me smirking and laughing is me thinking about, do I want to say what's truly on my mind?
Listen, man, it's about transparency here. Like, listen, there's people that would
I'll take a pulled groin and he's out for the game. How about that?
Yeah. You don't want a serious injury. You want him to be able to play next week, but enough.
I don't want him to end up like I don't want him to end up like Antonio Brown. You know?
Yeah. Well, CTESPN, right?
Yeah.
God. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, an INT and Niners run out the clock. I think Durso might have the under, though, if that's the case.
Seattle's got 3 timeouts. Like, Geno very likely has.
Yeah, I think
the dream's dead.
I think you got to mark it as an L in the spreadsheet.
Oh, stop. Thought they were going to strip him.
I don't want to bring this up on screen, but Dev's comment.
Let me go back.
Classic Antonio Brown right there. Oh, man.
That is pretty funny. That is pretty funny.
That was to lock it, so thankfully he didn't catch that. Let me see the bets that I wanted to make that you kept.
Oh man.
I could feel the pain. Like you look like you have like some serious indigestion right now.
Get ready.
Over's about to hit. As long as it's not lock it. Oh, Metcalf's wide open.
Well, there is a flag, so.
At the line of scrimmage. Illegal shift, baby. Coming back. It's coming back. The old illegal shift. Oh, man. I know. Okay, so the runner. Thank you, Tevin, for responding. The runner vetting stories from an old episode. I need to know it. I need to know the story. That's what I need to know. Not that it's from an old episode. I need to know what he does. Okay.
Rob, you sure you don't want me to get on your time?
I'm just so far behind at this point, and the chat is with you. So stay with the chat. It's okay. I don't mind watching a replay. I seriously don't. I'm okay.
You'll just see the pain in my eyes when
as Jake Bobo fights for an extra yard there.
Geno just keeps torching them down the field.
I got to see what SGPs we had tonight. There were a lot of options. Bobo's coming in hot here. Bobo is coming in hot.
All right. Question for Mike Durso here. Why doesn't he like me?
I don't know. He sent me a text message and he said, Jason is the fucking worst.
Yeah. Moretto sent me that same text message. Oh, they recovered that fumble. Moretto sent me that text message today too.
I expect. I just don't know Mike Durso. It's just I don't know what I did to him. But
listen, I have loyalty to people that have good intentions. Jason is a guy that has good intentions.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
I think we lost Suns though because of you permanently. I haven't seen Suns tonight.
At least we didn't lose. I'm shocked you didn't lose Anthony Glenn. Shout out Anthony Glenn.
We lost. Anthony Glenn was here. We lost Suns, but we gained Dinger tonight, which is big upgrade. Dinger provides. You need someone to come in and roast everyone. It's important to have that one guy. I'm serious. I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah.
You can't just have everyone that's on your side at all times.
100%. 100%.
Wasn't happy with the previous three guests, right?
Okay, first quarter was G-Stack. He was not happy with when that G-Stack quote unquote claimed to be a professional bettor.
He was cosplaying as a professional gambler. So he's not happy with G-Stack for that.
Source of income is still unknown with G-Stack.
Yeah, source of income still unknown. Then there was second quarter with Sam. He didn't like
RIP on Lockett.
What's he at right now?
You're good. We don't care about your 4.5 catches, Rob. We're worried about.
I played some 3.5 as well. I played some 3.5 under as well.
Plus money.
Yeah. I got both numbers. He's not a fan of the alcohol consumption of Sam Panovich.
What was he doing? He was drinking on the air.
Yeah, he had some shots while he was on here.
Shots on the air.
He was doing shots. Yeah. You seem like you're very surprised about that, Hitman. You don't like that either. It's a very boomer take, I think, but it's fine. You're entitled to that. Jeff,
I think I mentioned this last year on the stream. I make a commitment that there will be no alcohol consumption during game days for me, other than the Super Bowl. That is the one day I will have a few. Yeah.
Third quarter
can't be live betting and sending orders out to my guys with 5K duffel bags, while I'm under the influence of alcohol. So,
yeah. Viewers on in the chat are discussing Jason's role on the show and whether he gets too much screen time.
I will defend myself here. I'm not even defending myself. Shadow Slayer 270 never comments on the streams. He only comments to hate on me, which is fine. But hate on me more hate on me more if you're gonna do that. Get some more chat interaction going. Please. Also, Suns, what up? Welcome back.
Lock it with a big drop there. Big. That was big. Suns, good to see that you're around. Third quarter, Hitman was Feinberg. And I think Diggs was just ragging on him for talking a lot. He's like, yeah, this guy speaks to. I don't remember the exact comment.
Dinger was his name.
Sorry, my bad. Sorry. Dinger was ragging on him.
I caught that too.
No.
Oh well.
But so far, nothing for you. I think maybe he just logged off when you came on.
Yeah.
No,
you know who else?
You're Jason 3 minutes ago.
Oh, it's true. He ripped Jason, but he hasn't ripped you yet. You've been off the hook, and he hasn't ripped me. I think he's come around on me. I think Dinger's come around on me. He told me, he sent me an email back in 2014. It was very harshly worded. He signed off with, I think he said, just shut the fuck up and win, I think was his parting words to me.
At what point do we get concerned if you've been doing that back in 2014? It's been 10 years of this now. You're chronically online. I guess it's not for me to tell him that.
I'm not really concerned for the guy, honestly. I think he makes a lot of money. I think he's totally fine and just trying to.
I feel like it's like a minus EV mental health move, though. Maybe that's just me.
I think it's just you.
Okay.
I mean, it depends.
I think people just don't like you, Jason. That's it.
No. Don't get me wrong. You could I'm okay with the haters hating on me. I'm okay with that. But it's just like
More than one. You know, my friend Mike Durso, he doesn't talk critical about many people.
I can't
honestly.
It's a joke.
I golfed with Durso and Chernoff and the Indiana guy a couple of years ago. Can't remember his name. Proppy.
I love the guy in the chat saying, please kick a field goal. People's biases, man. Bias is a powerful thing. What would even compel you to say that?
Well, there's absolutely zero chance they kick a field goal here.
Hey, we've seen McVay do it before.
No, they're not kicking a field goal here. It's not happening.
Was it McVay down 2 touchdowns and he kicked a field goal and everyone was up in arms about it, talking about the spread?
Well,
yeah, I mean, Dinger, you got it, buddy. You got it.
This is true.
And I'm sure it's not
here, Dinger.
The same for you.
Some people are going to be happy with it. Some people
that
are
one's
going to be
for you,
very
Dinger.
upset. Some people are going to be happy. Some are going to be upset. We're upset, Rob.
No, not lock it.
Or maybe you're happy. Did you bet the over?
Well, yes, but I kind of got out of the position. Okay, whatever. It's fine. I don't really care. I just didn't. Yeah, I didn't want. I just don't. No onside kick recovery, please. Let's just end the ball game here, right here,
Does Seattle have 3 timeouts?
Seattle has all 3 timeouts.
You're not onsiding it.
They probably still will. The 49ers don't have a kicker.
So?
The 49ers kicker is like they just signed off.
I guess because if you don't get it, you hold them to a 3 and out, and then you're down 8. Worst case. But if San Fran does decide to punt, you're losing a ton of field position, obviously. Like a soup, just figure they down it inside the 10. If you kick off normally and you stop them, what's your expected field position? Like the 30 or something?
You're asking me to process too much information in real time.
Yeah.
I basically tuned you out halfway through the question. I was looking at the comments.
It's all right. It happens to me a lot while you're moderating forward progress. So,
Jason, you're allowed to come back in now if you want. You're allowed to. I just did that for Dinger, just give him like a little bit of quick relief there.
It seems like you've been talking about Dinger coming around on you or something.
Later, bud. Used up your. I tried to welcome you back in. You come in, you take shots at the host. Big mistake. Big mistake.
all right, let's focus on the game. Last 2 minutes. Now, I mean, kicking off now looks.
They're kicking off
to stop them at the 18.
Yep, they're kicking off.
See,
my whole thing was like
5 times. I'm not going to ask you again.
Well, the onside try is such low probability of success, but again, I mean, you got Shanahan on the other side. You think Shanahan is going to try like a 50-something yard?
And also, like, not for nothing, Shanahan does get conservative a lot in these moments.
100%.
Yeah. So,
well,
all right. Let's see. What do you like here?
Defensive head coach.
What's your play call? Rob? Well, the game's over. The game's over.
First down, you win. You run a play action.
The game's over. The game's over.
Huge TD. Who's in the backfield right now? Who is it?
Whoever it is ending the game right now.
Oh, it's Gorendo. Is he going to score? Or is he going to slide and go down? Go down. Slide.
Does he score?
Go down.
I'll let you
go
say.
Down.
I'll let you say.
Yeah, he got caught. I
feel bad for the one guy with the 14-1 in chat. I'm sorry, buddy.
Well, you know what? It's still not over yet.
Yeah.
Timeout 1. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
They're going to stop the
they
clock.
Could run the clock to what? Was there a minute 30?
It's technically not over. I guess he should have scored. I mean, he didn't. He tried to score. I think he tried to.
No, he didn't. He slid.
No, he got his he got his ankle.
I think he got tackled.
He got tackled. Yeah. It was a shoe. It was a shoestring tackle.
Look at the way he finished the run.
Well, the sideline's telling him to go down, But he got tackled.
Look at that slide and tell me the way he slid. Dude, he slid.
I think he got touched, but he was sliding. I'm in agreement with Hitman here.
I love like the opposing opinions of like the chat and just like wanting things that make no sense. But
okay, so if Seattle gets the ball back, there'll be what, 20 seconds?
Yeah, that's enough time for Hitman for Fezzik to follow one of your releases to his clients.
Listen, you know what? If anybody wants to do that after the line moves, just I don't care. Just whatever. It's not affecting me. In fact, it's making me look better.
Honestly, it is. He's just pushing people to your packages instead of his. I don't know why. Now that it's public.
Whatever you need, drop it in the chat right now for good vibes. Whatever you need, just drop it and hope for the best.
Thanks, Jason.
Great stuff, Jason. Need Seahawks 5.5. 5.5. I don't know where people are getting these lines.
I wonder if anybody had an anytime touchdown on this guy.
Correndo, this guy just did. Money machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure that he's going to score, Rob?
I don't know. I don't know what they're telling. Use check. Or as Jason says,
Juicich
in the end zone. Juicich in the end zone. Bang bang Niner gang. Alternate spreads, by the way. Not that I don't think I'm going to hit anything because they're in some other SGPs that are going to lose. The juice is loose, as they would say.
Geno Smith only needs 40 rushing yards for you.
Is there anything that anybody's sweating on this garbage time drive now?
Yeah, Geno Smith 40 rushing yards. He has 0.
He have like third one?
He has 0.
I'm actually, now that you mentioned that, I'm on that. But that was I was following a service on that that we probably both subscribed to, Rob.
Did you send it out to your service afterwards? 20 seconds later?
They moved the line like, well, it might have still been up at South Point, but it wasn't available at the other spots.
I actually just need in one of these, I need 2 Geno rushing attempts. 2 more.
Yeah,
it's all cooked.
I don't know. Could happen.
I mean, could Geno rip a 40-yard run?
I have Geno under 15.5 rush yards. That would be a rough beat. Especially considering that I lost a lot of money tonight.
It's a good thing you're sending your wife on vacation.
I know.
Oh man. First play completed.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing I told her she doesn't have to work no more because she married a sports bettor. And so now she just gets to go on 15 vacations a year. But you know what? Taking care of me, dealing with me as a husband, that's a full-time job. Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. So,
especially with all those rashes you've been getting lately.
Exactly. You got the rashes on, dude. It was on my ass, man. It was disgusting, Rob.
What? How did this even happen? Like, can we know the source of origin or no? Do we know the source? Do we even like? Can we
talked about it like 10 times, Jason. It was from the hot tub.
It's the hot tub. Bad pH levels. You never had a bad pH level situation?
No.
Never got a rash on your ass before?
Never.
I unfortunately did at one point in life. I don't want Lockett to catch another ball. If Lockett catches another ball, I'm in fucking orbit right now.
Was that a business decision from JSN there, by the way?
That was a juicy
No Lockett. I can't. I want to just kick Hitman out of the stream.
I'm not spoiling nothing.
No, I just want to kick you out because I don't like the look of your face. It's nothing to do with spoilers.
Nah, nothing bad happened.
Oh my god, if it's a fucking Lockett catch, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Oh man.
You know, it's funny, man.
Geno, run the ball, dude.
It's funny, man. these drives, like these drives where like a team's down 12 or whatever, you know the game's over and you're just sweating like a bullshit prop where you're going to either win or lose in bullshit fashion.
Yeah.
That's what makes gambling great, dude.
I know
these shit drives.
I know this one's fake because he put 79-yard touchdown and they're at like the 50-yard line. This is like, it's becoming the score chat basically, where people just post fake fucking results in there nonstop. You're like sweating the final of a WNBA game and it's not even on TV anywhere or anything. Can't find a stream and people are just going nuts.
Dude, the absolute worst is having like a large bet on like an FCS game or something, and you have to just, and like a lot of time, like sometimes ESPN won't even have the play-by-play on it. Like it'll just flash the score.
Yeah.
That is the worst.
Wow. Jason's catching strays in the score chats as well.
Is that true? That can't be true.
I honestly hope it is, because it means we would have made our way into like another avenue.
Yeah. I'm going to take a look right now, see if that's fake.
That would be good. You should get in there, Jason. Make people hate you a little bit more.
Just got to be myself. And
They fucking got the first down too. They had to prolong this. I'm in pain. Oh man. I got a wedding tomorrow. Friday wedding.
Dude, 3 weeks ago, a family member of mine that came, I had a destination wedding and they came to it. So like, and I have a very small family. I'm not close with many family members, just a small family in general. And I had to go to this person's wedding. They did it on a Sunday at 4:00.
That's unacceptable.
I was absolutely irate.
That was unacceptable.
And obviously, like, I brought 2 phones. I had the one phone that just had Red Zone and Sunday Ticket on at all times.
Yep.
But I had to take off live. Like, honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought. But like, as far as like putting me behind for the next week, but it was I couldn't do any live betting, which absolutely pissed me off.
Yeah. Clayton said his cousin announced
I couldn't
Wednesday.
drink at the wedding. Like, I'm strict about the no drinking while I'm working. So I couldn't drink. My wife couldn't drink because she had to drive us home an hour and a half. And while I sat in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
So not
It's
a good
tough.
day.
It's tough.
Not a good day.
Yeah. They got no more timeouts left. Just tackle someone inbounds. Come on.
You're going to get that. I'm not going to spoil the 4th down. Or wait, no, it's 3rd down. Or he's spiking it. All right.
It's 2nd and 22.
He spikes it on 3rd down. We got 1 play.
I mean, it didn't matter anyways, but Noah Fant has the IQ of a potato, dude. Like, all he was already on the sidelines. He cut it back in for what reason exactly? Oh my God. Are you joking me?
Did you say an IQ of a potato because he went to the University of Iowa?
I actually didn't know that. Honestly, I didn't. I said it just because it was
Let's see this last play.
Let's just end the game. Let's just end the game. End it. No more. I don't want to see any more. End the game. I don't want to see
Chuck, Rob. It's going to be a chuck. It's going to be stressful.
If it's a chuck, it's the DK. Oh, man. It's a Hail Mary. Oh, it's nowhere there. Okay. Alt spread. Cash is for Jordan. Good stuff. All right, Hitman. Thanks for joining, my man. Jason.
All right, enjoy the rest of the stream with Jason, guys. Good luck.
We're signing off ASAP.
2 things before we head out. Bong Magoo's Twitter at Cannabis. Got to give him some love for dropping a ton of.
That's most certainly not his Twitter, but continue.
It is. I just followed him.
Yeah.
Okay. And then also, again, if you can, just donate to the pinned link in the chat. That's it. Thanks, guys.
Yes. Yeah, please. Anyone who caught the beginning of the show today, pin link, mean a lot if you could donate to that link. Even Hitman, who's an ultimate scumbag, donated to that link today. That's how you know it's a worthwhile cause. He does donate to his local bookmaker, though, every week as well. So he does do that. Appreciate all of you. What day of the week is it today? Thursday. Hitman, Jason are back on Saturday with a props show. Make sure you got notifications set here on Forward Progress. Because if you miss that show in the early going, you might miss the number. Notification set. Sunday morning, I'm back. Pizza buffet. 11 a.m. Eastern time, and then I'll see you for a watch-along Sunday night football as well. Appreciate all the nails who joined me here tonight. For myself, Rob Pizzola, for our guests, Hitman, Jeff Feinberg, Sam Panovich, and G-Stack George, my producer, Jason Cooper. This has been another Thursday Night Football watch-along presented by Fanduel. Peace out, everyone. Enjoy your night.